in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Morning. Happy Monday, everybody. How we feeling? How we doing? Hope you all had a great weekend. Let me know if you have any questions. If you need any feedback on a certain trade, we can try to pull it up. But Duran does things. What do you do? What things do you do? But good morning, good morning. So hopefully you guys had a great Sunday, Saturday as well. But let's go over a little bit pre-market prep. Obviously, the giant sell-off on Friday after stream. Quite the quite the show. Let's see what we can find here. Pre-market definitely looking like buyers stepped in a little bit to start the week. Reminder, what is it today? Columbus Day. So the banks are closed, but the market's open. So we're here. We're here and we're trading. But say what's up in the chat, ask any questions. But look at the simplicity of overnight. We have that one view up on the overnight changeover of day after the giant sell off. I mean, look at that into the close. No pullback whatsoever. Until the close, she was down. Then we gapped up. So now we have a giant gap that maybe wants to be filled sometime this week. Obviously, we're not going to try to predict that. We'll see what the open wants to do. If you look at the start of the day, kind of just fizzled, right? The start jumped to like 687 here on NQ, and we're a bit definitely above it. It's still pretty volatile when you look at NQ. Today's high and low, 450 points. That's a beefy one. What is that going to be on ES? It doesn't look big, but if you look back to last week, what we were normally looking at, we normally would zoom it in like this, right? So this is how the candles normally look. If we come into today, it's still pretty volatile. So we're going to have some not wider stops, wider point values. It's moved 76, nothing crazy, but definitely healthy. They look at this overnight view up, definitely looking like it wants to give a nice long opportunity that maybe we'll even take one here pre-market. You look at the overnight, start the day bullish, start the week, higher highs and higher lows. If you just rewind this, just rewind it to an hour ago. Any of this chop underneath the overnight. Let's go right there. When we see this happen, if you're watching this pre-market or whenever, yes, we're below the overnight view up, right? This black one. But it's not as simple as just reading a line, unfortunately. That there does require some brain power and discretion of saying, but what are the odds that we just now sell off, right? Are sellers fully in control and we're just going to turn bearish? Now, of course it could, but we don't need to predict that. And the very potential first sign of that, that's like, yeah, we're still making higher lows. This is the first time returning to this view up. This could definitely still want to make higher lows from back here where we started. So are we going to be a higher low here or do we just sell off? It's tough to say, but I wouldn't say we're just going to sell off there until maybe we got another 15 minutes below the overnight and another 15 minutes, but it's not really going anywhere. It's just chilling here. So now let's just game plan that this comes at some point back to the high of day, which would be nice. It's like, oh, why did I think about like selling it here when that was really just a higher low in a bullish trend? Why did I do that? Just too zoomed in, too focused on maybe you're looking on the 1 minute, maybe you're overweighing what a break of a VWAP means without reading structure within it. And look at NQ never really got below either. So it's like same thing. Yeah, I love longs around here. Now, if it falls over and tips under, well, then we're definitely below the overnight. Now we're breaking this structure we just formed here. Maybe it's not bullish, right? But like it's not always clear, unfortunately. That's like, okay, let's wait and see. Let's see what this tells me. I mean, yes, it was clearly bearish. It's Friday. Jeez. But you look at the daily and all this other, it was one day. They look at the daily chart before that day. It's definitely a big day. Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't even watch that. I was on a coaching call when it was down here. And that was probably like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. But she still had some more in her, I guess. Jeez. All right. Either way, it's quite the gap. That having been at all-time highs last week, that yes, we're still big picture. How big is the picture? Bullish, because at any moment we could just keep on rallying in the next few weeks and be back at all-time highs. Great. Okay, cool. But what do we do on like the day-to-day basis when we're looking at a 1 minute or 15 minute? You try to stay unbiased and read and react to the current information. Like I said, if sellers step in here at the open and we break below that overnight VWAP, we might be continuing Friday's move down. If it bounces above that VWAP, all right, this was all news driven. Back to the regular scheduled programming. Maybe buyers want to step back in. Let's read and react. But that's a big bar. Send us back to where we were September 5th. Just washed away a whole month of gains in one day. Tough scene. That's on the continuous contract. Let's go back to our ES here. So they look at it on the 1 minute, definitely below it. I'm not blind. We are below this overnight view up saying, oh, that's a strong take. But does it really go anywhere? Do any of these make a lower low? All these holds underneath? Not yet, you know? So can we say this is going to be our lower high from back here and from back here and from back there? Time will tell. It's too early for me to say because if this comes back higher, I would not be surprised. If it moves back lower, we'll say, well, okay, yeah, this was just our break of it, retest, and now we're finally ready to go lower. We'll read and react off of that. A lot of trading, unfortunately, just requires more information. Saying, you know what, I'm not really sure. Can you show me a little bit more? Like, show me a little bit more. Just give me more information. That's what a lot of trading is. But I feel like too many people try to make a decision with whatever they got, they'll settle for it. Of like, it's not super clear, so I'll just long it though. It's like it's not super clear, so I'm gonna wait until it becomes a little bit more clear. You don't always have to be doing something, right? If this wants to turn out to be our higher low, great. It told me it did want to form a higher low, we'll long it higher up there with more confidence. Or if it wants to break underneath, saying, okay, yeah, this was in fact first sign of seller stepping in, we'll read and react and we'll sell it around like 60, only 15 points lower. But definitely still some volatility. It's not going to be as crazy as Friday. I mean, that can't sustain. Well, we have moved 75 points on ES and like 450 on NQ, which is nuts. We're above low a day view up for now. I mean, I'm sure low a day view up is like the start of day, just with this weird gap. So I wouldn't call it the low a day today. I guess, yeah, technically it is. I'm just going to say this overnight VWAP. I'd be more so saying, let's put on a high of day VWAP here in purple and see if buyers can reclaim that. Saying, okay, they defended the overnight, step one complete. Let's see if they fully step back in on a break of high day view up, then buyers are in fully. You could just see we rejected off that just there. But it is nice. It is nice. If you saw my trade on, actually I just tweeted this out first. Let's go to my top one. So on my top one, I did it this morning. Probably should do it every morning. The risk settings, they're locked. I'm not locked out for the day in terms of I can't trade. The risk settings are locked. So now my max daily loss here of 450, it's going to remain 450 because I think too many times myself and other people, I hear it all the time on Blackshirt Club calls of let's just make it up. It was at 450, take a loss of like 300, 350. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of room to take that second trade now. Let me widen it. Too many times. I hear it almost every day from at least one person. And it's just emotionally driven of like, okay, I want to keep on trading, but I don't want to be closed out soon. So let me give myself some more room. And then it almost always leads to whatever you made that new max loss, it gets hit, you know? So instead of losing 450, we could have just, or instead of saying, yeah, let's just lose 450 at most, we widened it to 800 and we did in fact lose 800. So that's locked in so that at worst today, if I trade like shit, I'm going to lose 450 bucks. There's no chance of it being more because I've locked myself out while I'm unemotional before I have any trades on. That I'm not greedy or wanting to trade more. I'm unemotional. So do that pre-market, lock yourself out for the day so that your future self, if it is emotional, doesn't have a chance. You'll thank yourself at the end of the day. Yeah, I tweeted out this morning because Top One's still running their sale, and that is one of the beautiful things of trading on Project X. Obviously, the copy trading, as well as the max loss, the personal profit. You could even limit the amount of trades you take if you see it back here a little bit. And you could block a certain amount of contracts, right? So if some people are maybe trading too large, block that shit as well, right? All these little guardrails until you can start trusting yourself to do these anyways, put them in. And they're all 45% off right now if you want to go to the link in my bio on Twitter, on Instagram, anywhere on Top One. Code Evan, get you 45% off. You can probably trade 3 right now, but obviously, as always, new promos should probably be on the way. Friday low. Yeah, I mean, if we take out Friday's low, it's going to be tough to be a buyer. Continue the sell off. So let's take a look at my trade from stream on Friday. You guys saw me take the long in AceFX TV, which is where we'll be jumping to in about 35 minutes or so. If you guys want to use code FIRST, it's down below. You join today's stream to join your first month free. Code first, you get access to the course. Hopefully, some of you joined over the weekend and watched that, studied that. Got a few questions in my DMs on Discord, so I love that. It means you guys are watching it and trying to understand it. So definitely tune into there. But let's take a look at what we did on stream on Friday when Austin and Randy were in the LA event. It was a long. It was a beautiful long. I liked the long. It was all buyers above this overnight view up here. You see that initial push, right? On the right side of view up, made a new high a day even. Okay, cool. On the 1 minute now on the right side, what am I not going to do? Not going to chase the first break of open range high. So we did good not chasing that. The blue is now New York VWAP. So anchored from 9:30. We're looking at in the electronic trading hours just so I could see that overnight as well, now in black. So when I'm longing this, we are below New York. Could be better. But I'm playing it off this overnight view up, saying that's the price I normally want to be catching pop off of. And you see all this chop. What is it still doing on this left side? Holding that 15-minute overnight view up. The same one we're looking at right now, where bounces normally want to come from if we're going to continue back in trend. If trend shifts, it's still probably going to happen around this VWAP. So one way or another, I want to be involved around this VWAP. I'm saying the trend is bullish because we're above this previous day's New York, above the overnight. There's buyers since the open, broke open range high. Let's play some probabilities here. Now, the most important thing, because we were taking this on stream, is the stop loss. I put a stop loss at opening range low. Until I get new information, a new low of day, I'd want to still be long because it pins the overnight again. It even dips below it here, but doesn't make a new low. So some people on stream were closing it out. They're trying to minimize loss. I can empathize with that. If I don't want to take a full loss, this doesn't look great. But also, I put the stop where I want to be out because it's going to tell me I should be out. And eventually, yes, this obviously got smoked because of Trump. But on any other day, yes, I survived as long as I should have and could have until I was told I was wrong. Because you run into the risk of, let's say I even had a tight stop here. For whatever reason, I get stopped out. I'm probably going to see that hold and be like, well, shit, I should still be in this. I got to get back in. Do you have another tight stop? You get stopped out a second time, and then you see it not make a new low. It gets back above New York again. Fuck, try this again. You take 3 losses on the same idea without any new information telling you, yeah, you should have been out from the first one. That's how tilt comes in. That's how you lose your account because you're over trading one idea. So I was really proud of the stop loss, holding through. I liked the trade originally. If this did eventually pop, I was kind of interested to see what would have happened if Trump didn't speak because obviously Trump tanked that shit. But if it did eventually pop higher, I would have been like, holy smokes, what a textbook example on how to manage it. Because you sit through all this chop, you have a good stop. It was in line with the VWAP still. We got paid for our patience, but we didn't. But I still like the trade. Definitely the most important thing, if I took 1 loss on it, I didn't take 3 or 6 because I wasn't over trading or anything. And then I will admit, I was pretty dirty, felt yucky. Once I got stopped out, I saw that volatility. I flipped it and went short, made it back. I'm sorry. That one was not following a plan. That was just saying, holy smokes, what's going on? Throw on a short. And we made it back. I don't think I even have a mark above it because truthfully, I don't know where it was, when it was, how much size I had on it. But here's the trades up here. You see all that chop got smoked. Once I see these 2 boner candles to the downside, I jumped in short. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And I was out just as quick, like right there. So not proper trading, but it paid. So we'll live with it, But definitely dangerous in terms of I definitely could have doubled down my loss of what I just taken, especially with size wise. I mean, size wise, these 2 candles from where it started, I'm jumping after 120 points. So like, I don't even know how many contracts I had on, but if it pulled back even like a second, I'd probably be floating like minus $400. But thankfully, it was pure profit because it was just moving the speed of light. So that was Friday. So let's have a great day to start this week on AceFX TV. We got a full week of streams. Austin's back, Randy's back, James is back. No Zarb, but we got a full week of stream. So it should be good. We got guests coming on Friday. I've had to assume we'll do some giveaways since we didn't do them on Friday. I know you guys were heckling me for the duck races. I don't have them. I don't got the accounts to give away. Austin does. But hopefully you guys will tune in there today. Like I said, here's Friday's trade. James had one of his BSC members on, Murray, who's taking a lot of payouts. Those are shorts on Thursday, longs on Wednesday. Every stream is recorded. If you miss it, or if you tune in late and you miss our trade, or you miss just the open or anything, you can go back and watch the replay. You get access to the 2 courses on there. Like I said, Futures 2.0. I have been doing an update to it. I know a couple of you guys are asking on stream when it's going to be out. I don't want to get your hopes up with the timeline, but it will be out before, I'd say, even Christmas, because between Christmas and New Year's, I ain't doing shit. So it's going to be either out before Christmas, because it's going to be by end of year for sure. But the idea is November, at some point in November. But definitely stay tuned for that. So watch this, and then when I add the new chapters, you can just skim those real quick. You don't need to rewatch the whole thing. Right, but buyers couldn't take that high debut up here pre-market. We got about 30 minutes until the open. Like I said, it is Columbus Day, so there's definitely no news. Yeah, there's no news. It is a bank holiday. Do we call it that? Yeah, I guess it's a bank holiday, but markets are open. Just banks are closed. I think the bond market might be closed as well. Could be wrong. I don't think so. But so notice how we rejected that high of debut up. All right. So depending on how we zoom this in or out, from this high, obviously lower highs, even lower lows from back here. So now if this does fall today, we've gotten some information that buyers try to break above this overnight. They failed. They might want to come back lower if they start taking out these levels to the left, right? But let's see if this still wants to form. Look back here, a higher low right here, and then break the high debut up over there. It's like, oh shit, why did I jump in shorts so early? It's not like the shorts aren't going to work today or the longs aren't going to work. Got no idea. Let's wait and see. Give me the information. It's a Monday. We're going to set the tone for the week. The worst thing to do is just dig yourself such a big hole on a Monday. They just feel so defeated no matter what you do on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because you're just still trying to make up for one day of decisions. And I kind of tweeted like the inverse of that on Friday, that I had a good Monday through Thursday yesterday, that I'm like in the driver's seat on a Friday of like, no matter how today goes, I'm going to be green this week because I've locked in Monday through Thursday that even if today is red, I'll still be green. If today's green, I'll be even more green. So now you can go into a Friday with like peace and relaxation of like, yeah, I don't need to force something. I don't need to be scared of a loss because even if I lose, I can still be happy about a green week. Like, you're in the driver's seat. But if you're in a hole on a Monday, Tuesday, on a Wednesday, you're not in the driver's seat. You're feeling nervous. You're trying to get your losses back. You're forcing stuff because you're trading that P&L. So it's like if I can go calmly into a Monday, we're trying to really be selective on this first trade is going to set the tone. Then let's make it the best one we think we could find. So win or lose, we're proud of it. We're happy with it. And then gives me a greater chance to start the week green, which probably allows me to keep on trading that week better than if I did stupid shit on a Monday. On Tuesday, I'm going to be pissed about it, try to dig it back, maybe do more stupid shit. So slow and steady. It's a Monday. Probably not going to trade the first idea we find. Our first idea was even here pre-market to long it. We didn't do it. Don't need to do it. 8:30 when we're calling that out on a Monday morning. Let's wait and see how the open wants to come in, especially after a giant Friday sell-off. I mean, dear Lord. What a move. That's literally all the markups I had. I didn't do any other markups. I did like the evolution of my short. Like, I'm still in this bitch. Don't you forget it. I'm still in it. And then this one, there he is. There's the Trumper. That's tough. That's a long one. That's 9:53 to 10:53. It's only an hour, but that's pretty long for my trades. And you could even argue, but I wouldn't care. Like, I could have gotten out break even. And I joked about it on stream because some people got stopped out here, like I said, for whatever reason, or pulled it manually. That was like, how crazy would it be if this like comes into profit? I get out, no harm done. But every time it came back, I was like, all right, good job being patient. Now this is the time it's ready to pop. No, sir. No, sirree. That's strange. Bouncing off that overnight VWAP. Thought we were going short. But also, what's with the volatility, chat? The fuck's moving that at 9 o'clock? Go to financial juice. One good thing you didn't short it. That's not a normal candle. Did they move the open 30 minutes today? It's actually at 9. See whatever. Let's see what comes in on the feed. I don't know. Should I chase this? Yeah, I got nothing. But let's see how this shakes out. I mean, that's literally right at 9 a.m., so that's something. That's something. That's only on NQ, though. ES is chilling. That's strange. But let's have a great stream today, shall we? Got the update cooking. I have been updating a little bit. I haven't filmed nothing, but I am creating it. And then I'll record it for you guys. I think on this one, not that it really matters, we have 16 chapters. Obviously, the first one's an intro, but we're definitely going to beef up like the chapter stuff. If you guys don't know, yeah, like you don't need to add more key levels, really. Higher time frame will be added to. Maybe another bounce chapter. Take profit and stop loss is pretty standard. All-time high view up, man. I mean, that's there. We don't need more. But is it OpenAI and Broadcom playing custom data center chips for 2026? Pumping my tech NQ here.
Good morning, buddy.
Morning. You have
Yeah.
avocado toast this morning? LA rubbing off on you? What's the deal?
Say it again.
You have avocado toast with your matcha, or
No.
you're not LA? You're not too LA.
No. Dude, I was in the LA airport and I was hungry. So I sat down at a restaurant to get breakfast. They had 4 breakfast options, 5 breakfast options. That's it. Every single one of them was like $32. The sourdough avocado toast, $32. I felt like just freaking out. Like I was going to crash out in the airport to start screaming. Like that's just crazy, bro. Like it's insane. Gas there's like $6, bro. And it's dirty. It's not even like it's clean. You go to Tampa, you go to like Dallas, it's clean. Okay, maybe it's more expensive. Nope. So I'm happy to be back. Happy to be back. Good to see everybody. Good morning.
Yeah, looked like good weather. Nice house. Nice event. Nice building.
Oh, dude, it was so good. Got to see everybody, which was great. I could tell you an interesting story. This is a good pre-stream story. So I meet this guy. I guess I won't say his name. He's not like a non-known figure. He runs one of the companies that was a sponsor of the event. And he's telling me that he worked at Citadel, which is Ken Griffin's hedge fund. So I asked him like a couple of questions just to see, because you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know if it's like just somebody bullshitting you. You know what I'm saying? So I asked him, and he like starts telling me how smart Ken is, how crazy Ken is, goes on and on. I'm not going to repeat the stories, but tells me 2-3 stories about what his time was like there. Then he tells me, he finishes that by saying he was recruited or tried to be recruited by Bridgewater, which is Ray Dalio's hedge fund. So I was like, okay, now I'm even more interested, because I kind of jumped into the story. He kept asking to talk to me like 2-3 times. And I was just walking around doing my thing, busy. So I didn't get to. And then finally I was like, all right, fine. We go into this room on the side and we just start talking in the middle of the day. And then he tells me those stories, then the Bridgewater thing. Then somehow we get to like, I think Abby walked in and now she's with me and the 3 of us are talking. And I think that's when that happened. And she said something about she's from California. And he's like, oh, I lived in Palo Alto. And I was like, what'd you do in Palo Alto? Because I think Silicon Valley. So I'm like, he worked at fucking Citadel. He was recruited by Bridgewater. So who else did he work for? So I just asked him. NVIDIA, bro. Long story short, he was one of like the original employees at NVIDIA. So this guy's a tech guy, like a data guy, you know? So what his company does is they help locate shares for people that want to short stocks. And they help, I think, if I'm saying it correctly, speed up the order execution, speed up order flow for retail traders. So that's why he wanted to talk to me about like sponsoring the podcast or just getting in front of my audience, because he's like, I want to reach more people that'll trade stocks, but want to trade stocks at speed so they're not getting shitty fills. Because like when you trade at Robinhood or anything like that, you're getting run over, right? So yeah, very interesting. That was one of the interesting people that I met. Tom was cool.
Why you go to these events, really? Just to meet people and hear stories and pick their brain and make a friendship.
Fucking Tom made $1 million that morning, bro, on the market sell-off. He has 2 people that run his account. So while he was not on stage and I was doing the intros, he was in the hallway on the phone with them and they were executing trades. And they were up. Yep. So he made like 900, I think it was like 900 something thousand. He said just shy of $1 million that morning. And he then went over
personal or like a hedge.
Yeah, he's trading personal, like he trades futures with a real brokerage account. And like he showed the statistics, the brokerage that he trades with, 70% of clients lose money. So 30% of clients are profitable, which is actually high. He said most brokers are at like 80% lose money. And they have to show that in the UK. Apparently, because of some law, the websites have to market how many of their clients are at a negative in their portfolio. But he
Yeah, they're
showed a
like, oh,
$7
we have
million trade
2
too.
million customers. It's like, okay, yeah, but how many of them are losing?
The big thing was like he showed the $7 million Danish krona trade that I know he's talked about before. So he went over the trade there. He's very big on adding into winning trades. When the trade is going in his favor,
Yeah, he said that in the book, and I was always not like hesitant on it. I was just like, that just doesn't fit.
he doesn't do take profits. He lets the market stop him out in profit. He trails his stop. The market turns on him and then he's out.
Yeah.
He showed a couple of trades where he added into losers, like a $17,000 loss. He didn't show like P&L statements. He just showed where, you take his word for it, I think, at this
Mm-hmm.
point. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's
funniest
crazy.
thing about him is that in that clip where he was laughing, I said to him, because I like had to like touch his belt to put the microphone on him and stuff, and I was getting real close to him, and I was like, "This is very intimate for us, Tom, for the first time, meeting. I normally don't do this," and that's why he said, "I'm honored," because it was just me being fucking funny. So he wears a short ankle athletic socks with his nice suit.
Okay.
Swear, I'm just like,
So do I. I don't really wear those thin
no, dude, you have
dress
to wear
socks.
you have to wear dress socks if you're in a suit. What are you talking about?
You're wearing sneakers. You're one to talk, buddy.
My shoes look like sneakers and dress shoes together. It doesn't matter. I'm still wearing dress socks. You have to wear dress socks if you're wearing a suit, bro. You can wear fun dress socks. You cannot wear ankle socks with a suit. Chat, am I right or am I wrong?
It
You
depends. It's
cannot
the new
go to a
age.
public event and go on stage in ankle socks, bro, with a suit
Yeah,
and
and the
dress
new age
shoes.
is showing that ankle. Give him a little flash him,
Get a little But
a little ankle.
no, it was good, dude.
Ed, and Eddie. Wasn't that a
Yeah.
great show when we were younger? What was that?
Yeah.
Ed, and Eddie.
We were just
Just
talking
something
about
like
that.
that. Bank holiday. It is a bank holiday, but the markets are open.
We spent a lot of time sitting outside, Randy telling stories, me and Lawrence and Randy. It was a good time with the boys, Now
Yeah.
everybody is just fucking fired up for May. That's all I was doing was telling people. They were like, I thought you were going on stage to talk more about VWAP. And I was like, no, a lot of sponsors, don't have a lot of time. And then they were like, well, what's the next event you do? I saw your event last year. May. Tickets go on sale next week. That's why I kept telling everybody tickets go on sale Thursday. So I think I did good to not drop the tickets yet. Now
Yeah.
everybody's excited about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Get him through that. And then it's this week, right?
Yeah, Thursday. Tickets go on sale Thursday. Flight was not bad. 4 hours from Baltimore. On the way back, 4.5 hours. Easy.
I
Not
think it'd
bad.
be longer.
You'd think it'd be
It was
longer.
4
Yeah.
hours to Dallas for me.
I know. It's fast from Baltimore. On the way back, especially 4.5
How'd you go to
hours.
Baltimore? How close is that to you?
An hour and a half.
Oof.
I know.
That's a far drive in an airport. There's nothing closer? Philly?
Philly's 2 hours. Baltimore's a little closer.
Fuck.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. You just suck it up. The drive's not bad. It's back through the country. It's nice. You don't have to take the highway if you don't want to. So you just suck it up.
Well, if it's an Uber, it's just tough. It's not
I'm
in
not
your
Ubering that far, dude. I'm not Ubering an hour and a half. I'm taking the truck.
hands. Nice. But
So,
the
yeah.
house looked real nice. Weather looked good.
Weather looked good. House was good. No complaints. Dude, old house. So the thing about the hills, that house is $2.5 million. Sorry, excuse my French, everybody.
seem
Kids,
like a
cover
lot.
your suck my dick, bro. $2.5 million for that house. Like, bro, it was like a 4-bedroom house. It was small. It's up these in the Hollywood Hills. The roads are 1 lane wide, and it's like these sharp switchbacks.
Yeah.
It's so weird going up in there. And like we were up there. Like there were helicopters flying lower than where we were living, like down under,
Yeah, I would think it'd be more than 2.5.
2.5. They probably bought the house for like 300 grand back in like the 90s or the 80s. Yeah.
It's
So a lot
disgusting.
of houses up there. I mean, maybe just where I was, bro, but where I was in that area, there was no like, oh my God, that house is amazing. Like there was no $15 million, $20 million homes where I was at. You know what I'm saying? So like you
Should
look
be
at
in the hills.
but the 2.5 million, you're only playing to be in the hills. The house itself is not that nice. It just wasn't.
It's the hills. I mean, I love looking on Zillow, and it's just like, yeah, you're never gonna buy a house, buddy.
You want to
Like it's
pull up the
hey,
address, 8600 Skyline Drive. Pull that up. That's where we stayed. I think it was 2.4 something million. We looked it up on Google because we were interested. You know what I'm saying?
remember that Tennessee thing you sent me?
Yeah. The
What
compound,
was the address?
8600 Skyline. Pull it up on your screen so everybody can see. Show the chat. Chat, we're going to ASFX TV in 10 minutes. Just giving everybody a 10-minute
Skyline
warning.
Drive, Los Angeles.
Yeah. Pull this thing up. It was nice. Mid-century modern, they call it. Yeah, 2.6. Suck my dick, dude. You know what 2.6 gets you
Probably
out here
didn't
where I
look like
live?
that. Is this
No,
glass?
that's old. Yeah, wow,
Yeah, it's
that's the
glass.
old
That's what I'm
pictures.
saying. Like it looked nice.
Yeah, this is wow, those are the old pictures.
You're
I
paying
didn't
for
look at this.
outside. Three
Wow.
bed, two bath.
So it's
Yeah,
probably worth more than that now.
that's where it gets insane.
Yeah.
But like you're
Yep.
paying for that light in the
Oh, yeah,
yard,
it's great. Great view. Yep.
office,
Yep.
dingy.
Yep. Backyard was small. They put a little nice grill back there. Yeah, this looks nothing like what it looked like, but
Full
it's still
Spanish
it
style.
smelled like it looked like this. When I walked in there, I was like, it smells funny. So it smelled like it looks like this. So they just put some makeup on it. It's like putting makeup on a pig.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. That price. Look at that. 1,700 square feet. I knew it felt small, bro.
What's our taxes?
Oh, dude. Would they buy that for?
22K?
Yeah, look, they bought it for $330,000. Wow, that's crazy. 22K.
22K taxes. 2024 on a 1.8.
Yeah, so look, they bought that the year basically you were born for 330K, and now it's worth 2
Up,
million. Ha,
up here, yeah.
that is a come up. That's a
That's
come
a
up.
come up.
But it take a long time.
Oh yeah. But it's just crazy of just looking at like the houses back up in Jersey.
Mm,
It's like 2.5 million for that. What are you talking about? Like the millions are like what you would think it'd be like 400K when you went to your
yep,
friend's house as a kid.
yep.
Like this is not $1 million home.
No.
These people make 60 grand a year. The people that live here. That's just insane.
Did you tell everybody that I was already in along? Did you see I sent a message in the chat?
I did not.
Yeah, I was long ES, like I got
Yeah, I
long at
told.
like 8:40.
So I don't want the shorts around there.
Yeah.
And Q got a little bit pump.
Crazy move, right? Dude, of course. Every time we do these seminars, Trump does something. First one in Dallas was the fucking Trump coin. We had everybody
Yeah.
buying Trump coin. Boom, fucking roasted. Now, look at this one. Stock market roasted. Every time we get together, there's a fucking party on a Friday night in the market. It's crazy. We should just be trading at Friday night. We still got to stop
Yeah,
going
it's
out
just
and
like,
doing shit.
what did I miss at the event? Oh, nothing much.
Dude, it was crazy because everybody was in there trading going. And
Oh
then
yeah,
Tom gets up on stage and has to pull his dick out and be like, I made $1 million this morning. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
You think it was, I mean, you think about it on let's go with like the 15-minute. When did it really start going? At 10:45? So it was 7:45 in the morning for you guys. You guys even start the event when it was sinking?
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys were going?
We had to be there at 7. So I was in there at like 6:45.
Yeah, so I mean, like it had just started. It wasn't like almost lunch,
Yep.
10:45. It's like, no, but it's 7 a.m. The market's melting.
It is interesting to trade on that time zone because you're done trading so early. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
can see why you trade Asian session because it's like later afternoon. Just get on and fucking trade. Yeah.
Like we'll be done with stream at 11,
Yeah.
probably. Maybe earlier today on a Monday. But
Yeah.
it's just like when that's like 2 o'clock, I've gone to the gym, I've done some calls. It's 11 a.m. over there. And like
Right.
Tanner's so far behind. It's nice.
It's weird.
But
It's so weird.
he's up at 5:30. So you gotta pick your battles.
Yep. But when you're on East Coast time over there, you wake up at 3. I was up at 3 the one day.
Thinking it was 6, yeah.
Yep. Here you go. 8 minutes ago, Broadcom stock, AVGO, pull it up, surges over 13% after signing the multi-billion-dollar deal with AI. Did you talk about this already?
I talked about this one that popped us at 9, the OpenAI and Broadcom plan custom data center chips for 2026.
Yeah. So pull up Broadcom stock right now.
That's what gave NQ a little jazz here.
AVGO.
AV?
AV, Austin Victor. Scroll those. Yeah. 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 Nice.
Nice.
What's an all-time high on that? Can you take us to a higher time frame? What's an all-time high on AVGO? Yeah, not far. No, that's it.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. Broadcom's a huge company.
370.
Yeah. Now with them getting involved in AI, it's only going to make sense that they're going to catch some of this wave.
I mean, yeah, you just buy it on Friday's close. Cool 10%.
What do you think, bro? Did you look into any of this stuff about the crypto crash? Do you think that it was manipulated?
I didn't look.
I've seen so many people on Twitter, dude. When I was on the plane, I was just reading people on Twitter, like, because I got down this crypto rabbit hole. Like, people just saying they were going to kill themselves because they lost all their money. So many people posting multi-million-dollar, $100 million negative P&Ls. Crazy leveraged trading swings. So they're basically saying someone opened a crypto wallet 2 minutes before Trump's announcement, and then that crypto wallet was short like billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoin. So you don't, they make assumptions, but they would be saying that they're implying that means that it's manipulated. Someone knew and a whale dumped it. Blah, 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 blah. They were even saying it was Barron Trump.
It was obviously like a dump, but like we're right here. We've spent a lot of time here. It's not like, oh my
Pull
god,
up
we need to
pull up
erase.
XRP USD. Look at some of the altcoins. Look at Ethereum. Like look at look at the spike. Look what happened. Look at that.
Yeah,
And then look at it on like a 1-minute chart. It literally happened and then came right back up. It's pretty crazy. Like it's literally just to liquidate people that couldn't hold the margin for that type of a pullback, and then it's back to normal. It's literally just seems like it was a snatch and grab by
which
somebody.
trades over the weekend.
Yeah, look at that. Look how quickly it comes back up.
Yeah, 7-10 minutes.
It's crazy. Pull up like Ethereum, pull up any of the like there's like a ton of like pull up any altcoin, pull up anything, and you'll see it looks way worse than Bitcoin. Bitcoin really didn't get, in my opinion, didn't get slammed that hard. Yeah. Mm. How much of a drop is that? 25%?
20.
Yeah.
Yeah, but over the weekend, crawling back
Crawl back. Yep.
halfway.
Yeah, dude, it's unfortunate, but I think the bigger thing is like
Even
the
this
yeah, look at that. But
halfway there.
in US markets, bro, this is just going to be a dip that you're going to want to have bought. That's all it's going to be. I texted Riley on Friday. I was like, be ready to buy more for our retirement account on Monday because it's going to fuck you. Trump's going to walk it back just like he did at the bottom last time, bro. And we're going back higher. It's a breath for the market. But for crypto, it's going to shake people out. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have leveraged longs, it took $19 billion in liquidation, single biggest crypto liquidation in history so far. But then they're saying that the biggest crypto liquidation, based on some metric that they can calculate, the biggest one will be 400 something million or billion. I think it was $400 billion will be the liquidation. They're saying that will be the biggest one. So we're not even there yet. That'd be 6 times bigger than the one that just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely nuts. It was also like so fucking quick. Just like, wait. This candle is worth how many points? Like it looks normal, but that's 60 points. Jesus.
No, it was
It's
just
only
free
like
fall.
2 times the days we're getting. You gotta zoom it in.
Free fall.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
so how do
I
the
like this
stocks
long.
look?
I'm saying like, oh, we're below overnight. I don't think we're just gonna sell off. This still could want to be a higher low. So I like that long over
All of the
chasing the
Mag
short.
7 are bullish pre-market.
Yeah.
You see this, right? Like they're all going to gap up pre-market. Netflix won't, but the rest of the Mag 7 will. They're all set to gap up.
So is it in fact making those higher lows still? Yeah, like that. Hope we can get some pop here in the next 10 minutes, close it maybe before the open or do something. But we'll hop over to HRX TV in just a few minutes. Like we said, links down below. You use code FIRST. Join us all week. Join us all month.
It looks like it's nice to see all 3 indices looking like they're holding their overnight VWAP. It's at least YM's not sucking lower.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, I think I had that on Thursday or Friday when you were gone. All 3 indices were looking the same. So I was like, okay, at least we could sleep at night. When we're trading on the right side of everything.
All right.
But
On Bookmap, there's orders all the way up to 6750, bro.
I mean, it's just nuts that we were in the 6800s. And now we're in the 6600s, but it's just crazy that we were in the 6800s to begin with. Flirting with 7,000.
If we go 6750 today, would that surprise you? Would that surprise you?
50? No.
No.
I'd love to see longs above this level. I'd be short below like 50. It would take quite some time to want to be a seller down here.
Yeah, don't say that. It might sell off at the open. Who knows?
I'd be a buyer anywhere here.
What's interesting is that we have this bank holiday. So the banks that are closed still maybe have not processed all the orders and transactions from Friday, especially the crypto ETFs. They have not processed their transactions. They won't be able to today. So the stock market will open, but the banks don't. So that will create an interesting dynamic in market open for sure.
Yeah. No news
I'm up
otherwise
5
to
points.
shake it.
It doesn't look like much, but I'm up 5 points because it's moving so much. The range is so big. I said that in the Black Shirt Club this morning. I think you got to go. Like my stop is 40 points right now, bro. It's at the low of day on ES. Here, I'll pull my screen up.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, I mean, eight micros on 40-point stop on ES. That'll add up. I think.
Yeah. It's a TPT.
$40 times 40.
This is a fresh TPT challenge. Fresh.
Ooh.
Not the funded accounts. Yeah, we've got all week. I want to try to stack my way up to the payout. I don't want to try to hit too hard on those funded accounts. I've been working them really well. But, when I get to that point and I get close, sometimes I end up hitting it too hard and then that sets me back. So I'm trying to.
Yeah, I locked my risk settings for the day. So I can't get cheeky with it.
You are cheeky with it sometimes, so that's good.
and move it. Like, what the fuck? Give me more space.
Dude, you lucked out for real, bro. No hurricanes all year in Florida, the year you go there. That is lucky, very lucky.
Just they know better than to
They
fuck
know
with.
better.
They know better.
What was your surprise game of the day yesterday?
Surprise
Fight at the
outcome?
Yeah, the fact that you guys got licked, couldn't even score a fucking touchdown.
Well, that's not too surprising. I'm kind of pleased with the defense, I guess, a little bit. Only letting up 17 is a good improvement after letting up 30 and 40 all fucking year.
Okay.
So it's like, I take that as if we had Lamar in there, we
Yeah.
could have scored 17 points. We can. We
Yeah.
have. So we could have won if we had Lamar. So now it's just maybe, okay, defenses find themselves that when Lamar gets back, 10-game win streak, we go 11-5. No more
Well, that's
losses.
not gonna. It is funny though that I'm gonna win my bet about the 11 thing, because that was such a random thing I
That
said, and
was
then look
not.
at how bad it's been since I said that, bro.
Like, this guy is retarded. That's like the worst take of all time. To be like,
Everyone ripped me. Everyone ripped me, and then look at it. They're 1-5. Who would have called that? Only
nobody.
me.
You should
Only
like
me.
you should work for ESPN or something because they
Ah,
all had
dude.
him as like Super Bowl contenders. How do you have that big of a drop off?
It's okay, bro. The Eagles lost to the Giants, and then you laughed at me when I said I'm scared to play Jackson Dart, and look, I got dicked by Jackson Dart.
Well, your
Yeah.
defense is trash, and Jalen can't help.
No,
But
I
there
mean
was
he can't
one.
miss 2
There
weeks
was
in
a
a row.
tweet
He's
this
missing
morning. It
open
was like
throws.
6 weeks in. I don't know who's good and who's bad. 'Cause
It's
true.
no. You know who's fucking good? The Bucks. Baker Mayfield, MVP probably right now, bro.
But
The
who did they
Bucks are
lose
good.
to? I forget.
Me,
Probably someone that they shouldn't have.
me, me,
Yeah, the Eagles.
me.
Okay, yeah, they're 5-1.
Come on.
That's the
And
best record somehow.
the thing about the Bucks,
Yeah, well,
they
oops.
they like I don't know. I don't know. They're tied for the best start in franchise history. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
just saying that's a force to be reckoned with. They beat the 49ers now. They're knocking them off. So schedule
yeah.
stuff. If the Falcons pull it off tonight, dude, Bills better chill, bro. People better chill on that Josh Allen shit for real. If they lose to Michael Penix
If the
Jr.,
Bills lose, I think the Patriots will be in first. Drake May.
wow. Wow. Drake May. Good for him, bro.
That's 0-6. That's tough.
That's tough, dude.
That's the
Negative
only
10
winless
passing
team.
yards.
Only
Negative
winless team.
negative 10 passing yards, dude. I've never
That's
seen
crazy.
that. It's
Someone was like,
crazy.
we should air that show from now on like the Weather Channel at 3 a.m. Like, don't show the Jets anymore.
Rough, bro. It's rough. Let's do this, bro. I think we should, since
Today, 15.
we're not gonna stream that long today because it's the bank holiday. So I say we just stay live here. Let's take a break for 90 seconds and pull up I'll get us going on ASFX TV.
If you know how to change it.
Oh, I know how to change it. Hang on, everybody. Let's get this thing going. Gotta do this. Nope, it's not letting me. Hold on. Let me refresh. I'll bring it back.
Oh no. Oh no. Look at my screen. All right, so we got 6 minutes until the open. Let's see. Still just chugging around this view. What is he doing?
I'm here. We're fine.
Throwing everything around.
Yep. Just throwing everything around.
You're gone. You're just a black screen.
I don't know why. Sure, come on now. No?
All right, whatever.
Let me see. It was working a minute ago. What the hell happened? What the hell? Hold on.
Technical difficulties on a Monday, chat. Hate to see it. Alexandru, Austin is long. Yes, Austin is long around this overnight view up. Hurricane season isn't out until end of October. I mean, it's 2 weeks. I think we're good. I don't think there's anything in the forecast. I think we avoided the hurricane-less season. So can't take this high if you're up on ES. And even with that volatility on NQ, it's still kind of just chilling around here, but not short biased. But definitely let the open range set. See the first 15 minutes. See if the buyers want to hold these buyers in at this view up. Somehow strong sell off. You never know.
I'm
Definitely could be
here,
volatile.
right? You can hear me. I'm just
Yeah, you're just blank.
all right. Well, let me start us on ASFX. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Now I'm back.
there's
Let me
your
get it going now.
keyboard.
Now it's working. Love the technical difficulties here. All right, let's do this. Happy Monday. It's good to see everybody. I missed you guys last week. Good morning, James. Leo, good morning. Philip, I see you guys in the ASFX TV chat. Adelina, good morning. Morgan, good morning. Morgan, good morning. Jeff, what's up? Kevin, Shaw, Udu, what's up, everybody? Good morning. We are live on X this morning. Since it's a bank holiday, we were live pre-market, and we are going to run our shorter stream today into market open and probably for about an hour or so. It is a bank holiday today, as many of you probably know, but stock market is open for a half day. So we are going to look for trades here this morning. As you can see, I'm sitting in a long off of the overnight VWAP. I got a challenge account here that I'm trading, looking for this thing to maybe make a bounce higher. Looking for a rebound here this morning. Stocks are all going to gap up. We've got orders above us on Bookmap, 67.05 all the way up to 67.50. Let me show you those above here too. So you can see there's they literally just pulled them off and moved them down there, it looks like. So there's still a little bit up there, but 67.10 now above us and even 67.20 getting hotter. And then 66.60 down below. So big range overnight, big range Friday. So we will probably need bigger stop losses today. Yes, 75 points top to bottom today. So you can see I got 8 micros on this thing, nothing super crazy as far as size. I'm in a challenge account, so I'm kind of hitting this thing hard on the first trade to get myself up in the buffer, or we'll just reset it because these things are extremely affordable. Nice. Ariel, good morning. Anybody new in the chat? Good morning, Chris. Good morning, everybody. Other Chris, Sam, Anthony. Good morning, Sasha. Good to see you. Sheldon. It was a pleasure seeing you. Didn't you have to deal with? Yeah, Scott, I got to shoot me a DM, buddy. I want to make sure I get you back that money for the dinner for sure. Sucks I didn't get to see you, buddy. Carmen trading SPX. We trade ES futures, trading ES futures right now. ES futures. And listen, everybody, with it being a bank holiday, I wouldn't recommend you necessarily be super aggressive in your funded accounts. Maybe trade a new challenge account, maybe trade a fun account, something that you don't have to take too seriously. I think market open could be very interesting today because we had such a crazy volatile Friday, and then we didn't have or we don't have banks open today to settle some of those transactions. So it should be an interesting open, especially with stocks starting to rebound. Remember, the sell-off on Friday really happened because of Trump. Trump was saying how he's going to impose stronger tariffs on China, a 100% tariff. And then over the weekend, he said, nobody freak out. I'm going to meet with Xi. Everything's going to be fine. So that's why the market bounced throughout last night, Asian session and London session. I'm going to see if we see a bounce here going into the open. The reason why I like this idea is only because if we come higher, I'm going to say, oh, off that daily VWAP, higher low in here. Let's see if we can get a leg up. I'll have missed that move. If it comes lower, I'll be okay with it. We have previous day VWAP at 66.90, but a lot of orders up here above on Bookmap that I'm looking at. So let's see how market open goes. Good. How to use Bookmap. Yep. You'll learn how we do here. Great. How to back. Blah, blah. Yes. Yes. So if you were in London with us and you're in the ASFX TV chat, give everybody your debrief on what it was like. Antoine said, are you in a trade? I am. I've been in a trade, as you can see here, for about 30 minutes or so. Oh, an hour, excuse me. I got in at like 8:30. So I have orders underneath me at 66.60. I got my stop down at 66.30. This is really just a feeler position for the day to see if the longs are really here. If the buyers are in, I may get long on my funded account, but it would have to be above 6,700, trading back up into like the 6,750 area. Stocks are all green, as you can see underneath my face here. Apple up 1.2, 1.1%. Google's up 2%. Nvidia's up 3%. Tesla's up 2%. Triple Qs are up 5%. So bullish-ish, bullish-ish at the open here. Let's see what we want to do to shake things out. I got financial juice pulled up as well. OpenAI and Broadcom come together. That's why AVGO, as you can see here, is up 30% pre-market as well, all the way up to 354, near a new all-time high. Not at a new all-time high, but near it. I also was looking at my crypto watch list over the weekend. Crypto's pretty flat. This one here, BATUSD up 26%. I'm not a crypto trader, but I was just looking at this because of the sell-off on Friday. Like if you look at Ripple pinned all the way to $1 and then right back up within 10 minutes. Just an insane move. So let's see. Coming off this overnight VWAP, I think we may make a move back into that 6,700 area. That's really what I'm looking at here. That's why I'm long. Santiago, what do you think about the orders at 66.60? Yep, I already got you, buddy. Good to see you, man. Santiago's my boy. So happy that I got to meet some of you guys. But listen, everybody, the big news is that tickets for our boot camp go on sale this week. October 16th, tickets for the Futures Boot Camp, the 2-day event, are dropping on Thursday. There's an early bird discount, and we actually got set up with some financing options for some of you. If you have good credit, you can actually split the ticket price into 4 interest-free payments. So it's very affordable. There is no reason to not take the ticket. If you can get the time off, or if you run your own business and you can be flexible, lock in with us. It's May 14th and 15th of this coming year, 2026. I have a picture here too I can pull up. Look, boom, first of many graphics, 14th and 15th, May 14th and 15th in Tampa, Florida. The tickets are going to go on sale, like I said, Thursday. So each day between now and Thursday, I will share some more information with you guys on stream here about what's going to be happening at the boot camp. We'll talk about schedule tomorrow. We'll talk about guest speakers on Wednesday. And then maybe Thursday, I'll give you some inside scoop on what I got planned. But I have a lot of surprises in store. Again, we're getting up into the double digits as far as how many of these events that I've done. So I think I got my fucking hand on it at this point. You know what I'm saying? Especially after last weekend being on stage with Tom and everything, got to see more of the production side of the events that I usually do. So like just had some other interesting ideas come through the brain. And I'll show you here too, before we get going on the stream, everybody, I have a playlist on my YouTube channel. If you just come down here, you'll see it. Click playlists. It says Futures Bootcamp 2025. If you come look at this playlist, you'll see hours of the sessions from last year. So that way you can see if it's really something you're interested in coming to. So just go to my YouTube channel, go to playlists, and you'll be able to find that. Cheryl, good morning. Didn't know we were trading today. Thought it was a bank holiday. It is a bank holiday, but stock market is open. So you can trade. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to trade.
Do whatever you want. Good morning.
Do whatever you want. But yes, tickets will be on sale on Thursday. Evan will be there. Evan will be there.
Be a good one.
It's going to be a good one. A lot of guest speakers. You probably know some of them. It's really like, I was looking at the list of people. It's kind of like the podcast. It's like a live.
Kind of nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got some surprises. I'm not saying shit. I'm not even telling anybody. I'm not even telling the other guest speakers. I have to keep it on the full DL. I have to go full secret mode, except like when I'm talking about it right now.
He'll tell me.
What'd you say?
He'll tell me.
No. You got a big mouth, dude. I can't tell you.
Yeah, okay. But you guys holding up for you. NQ's actually moving lower here, so how's YM doing? YM's moving up. NQ down. You're probably just gonna stall a little bit. But
VIX is down 7%. You see that too?
What is?
VIX?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, let's see what it wants to do. There's orders down below at 66.60.
I mean, you look at the Mag 7, it's gapped way up as this all has, but moving down here since the open. Same with Nvidia. All these green stocks. Apple's pulling back. Microsoft, Google. So don't just look at the green number. See what price action is doing, because NQ is still just sinking here.
Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, did anyone in the chat on Friday like lose a bunch of money on the crypto sell-off, bro? Was anyone like freaking out?
I don't think so.
Okay. It's tough to feel bad for people that are like crying about losing leveraged positions that they're holding. Like you're holding like a 5 to 20x levered position for maybe months or even longer, and you're crying because you got hyper liquidated in an unregulated casino market called crypto. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have a lot of sympathy for it.
Risk. Got to take on risk.
How do you not? How do you have hundreds of millions of dollars in unrealized gains too?
Yeah.
That's crazy, is it not? Like just holding positions like that. Like that's the most dumb bullish mindset that you could have. What's
That's
up,
the
Randy?
greedy mindset of I
What,
want
man?
more.
Oh,
What am I
not much,
missing?
buddy. I'm sitting in along here. What are you thinking this morning, buddy?
Uh, Foolishly, I got into a trade yesterday and I need a loss.
Okay.
So I got stuck in some of that move. But yeah, no, I'm liking the longs above. I have a level marked out at. I'm just getting my chart open here. It is so 60. What is that? 66, 65. So basically, again, that number 4 6s. But that's
Mhm.
previous day's value area low, and you can see through the overnight after we had that push up, price held it now back on this little move down, and then last night price just kind of chopped around there and then kind of finding support there.
Yep.
So I'm
Yep.
liking that level. I want to see it hold. That's basically the lowest price from Friday. So basically, all the sellers that are in there obviously want to keep under it. But with Trump's tweet there, you're going to think that this is going to want to go a little bit. This is going to want to go higher. There's no reason for it to keep coming down.
No, I think you have to keep an eye on the Twitter today for sure from what Trump's going to say.
Which again, I think is crazy. Everything that happened on Friday to yesterday was just like,
He walked it back.
yeah.
What was the trade you got in last night? Were you long or short?
I got long literally into the first 3 minutes of market open, and then I got stopped out on the pullback because it was, what was the pullback?
Okay.
Right, 74. So I got in, I think, at like 69, and I
Okay.
got stopped out at 59. 10-point stop, but this thing pulled all the way back to 42. It was like 25 points. I would have had a 25-point stop to stay on the trade,
Yeah.
and there was no structure. I was just going off the overnight VWAP, kind of where it was trending.
It looks like 66.60 wants to be support, like you said, not just because of the price action, but there's also orders in here on Bookmap heavy. So like what Randy's saying, everybody, is if you look back at the pin here at the changeover, and then a couple of hours ago, you can see a lot of support at this 6660 price. So that's what he's looking at. I think the thing that goes against the longs though is the previous day VWAP is right here at 66.90, but there's orders at 80 and there's orders above 90. So if we get to it, we may go through it. I think, how much do you feel 6,700 is a magnet? I mean, look at the way it moved to 6,700 through the VWAP at the London session open, so how
Yeah.
much does 6,700 become a magnet too?
And that's such a nice round psychological number. I didn't realize now until obviously the market opened this morning, because my previous day's New York doesn't print until the start of the session. But yeah, that was definitely some resistance in the overnight. And what's that? 66.87. Is there order sitting there? Now there's order sitting at 80.
Gold, dude, 41.05, up 2.6%.
How was your week, Ev? We missed you, man. Fun
Yeah,
time
it was
in
good. Watching your stories, feeling that LA weather. That was good. It was only really like 2 days. You were here Wednesday, Austin, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did Wednesday.
Friday you were off.
Yeah.
Friday was we were done with stream by the time it sold off on Friday, like literally by 20 minutes. I was sitting in that long. I went over this morning, just sitting through chop. It's like, all right, we're not gonna just watch this forever. Let's get out of here. Fireworks.
I took a long on that sell-off from my phone at the conference. Well,
He did, bro.
While it was selling
He
off,
said,
or like
yeah, he sends a screenshot in the chat while we're all sitting there. Tom's just getting the kickoff going. I just finished my thing, and then I'm sitting in the back of the room, and Randy sends a picture of him like 1,500 or 1,100 something green in the long, dude.
it barely pulled back ever. Out of
It's
it.
crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
I got literally in on the bottom of one of the pullbacks, and it just went up, and I hit TP, and then it took the next leg down. It was like we're at a short selling conference, or a conference held by a short seller, and I'm making money long. Like, it was just
funny.
priceless. We're just dying.
Priceless.
Priceless. Ah,
Yeah.
how was your
So-
flight home, Austin? Good.
Yeah, easy, bro. I told you mine was fast. I was surprised for like 4.5 hours and I was home. But then I had to drive home 2 hours. Opening range is still 19 points on ES this morning. But you're getting that sideways thing, like you said, Ev, because NQ's coming down. YM's starting to come down.
Yeah, stocks are fighting. They moved down initially. Some of them are trying to bounce back up, but some are just maybe holding the New York to come back down. I kind of want to look at a short. I just want to see how it comes higher with everything. moving
Yeah, see how
lower
this
here.
closes. I said, Randy, I'm taking this long in this fresh challenge account just as like a feeler position for the day. If I want to trade my funded accounts, I feel like this is a way I can like feel it out and see if the longs are in and we bounce and this thing comes to 6,700 and goes higher, or if this is going to go sideways, right? Like just because it's a bank holiday, maybe there's no action, or lower. Like I feel like this is a feeler position. So the tip I'm making everybody is like, don't feel like you have to trade your funded accounts first every day. On certain days, sure. Like on a normal day, yeah. But like coming off the Friday, coming off the weekend, it's a bank holiday. You don't have to trade your closest account to payout. You can trade another account and still be here trading and practicing and learning without jeopardizing how close you are to a payout.
Yeah, I agree. And I've traded, I wouldn't say quite a few, but I've traded enough US bank holidays because I'm in Canada, it's not a bank holiday. So, and you'll notice price action will be good for the first hour, and then literally it will dry up and you'll get stuck in a trade and it will move like a point. It's just, you'll see the candle start to print and you'll know once it starts to dry up, it's like the action's done. So it's like the first hour I noticed, hour and a half, and then there's no price action then, and then the market closes half day.
Yep. Yep. So let's see if stocks are going to hold up. Nothing so far coming through on the news. Salesforce to invest $15 billion in San Francisco over the next 5 years. Why? Did anybody in the chat have crypto holdings over the weekend that got smoked? Is anyone buying crypto today? I'm curious to know the sentiment of the chat. What do we got here? 3 minutes till opening range is set. We're going to be about 20 points on ES.
Yeah. Underneath New York, NQ as well.
I will say this might be a bit of a different bank holiday trading action because of the price action at the end of Friday, and then obviously in the overnight last night. We had some decent, like we have a 20-point opening range on a half day on a bank holiday, so that's a little bit of a different.
You'd expect it to be what, like 6 or 7?
Yeah,
Right.
tiny.
Right.
Yeah, bank holidays we're normally just like fully off. We don't even watch or stream. But this is one where like the market's open, but banks are closed.
I wanted to stream today for a little bit.
Friday.
I just didn't know if we were going to get some crazy open today. I didn't know what was going to happen. I'm like, we got to be on stream, boys. We got to feed the people. We got to, if there's a clip, if there's something to be had, if there's a boner candle, Randy needs to touch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be here.
You just wanted to trade. That's all it was. You're fiending.
Dude, I was fiending in the conference, bro.
You're trading Sunday night and at
I'm always fiending, bro. What do you mean? I run a trading stream for a business. I fiend about this more than anybody.
Get off your high horse.
Get off your high horse. Dude, I mean, when you're seeing the market well, like you, Randy, I'm surprised you're not feeding. This motherfucker hasn't had a red day yet all month, bro.
He is fiending. He was trading last night and at a conference.
So we'll see how today ends. It might be my first red day.
Yeah?
Yeah, it might be my first red day.
Why?
Because I took the loss last night.
Yeah. It's all right.
So
take it in stride.
We'll see if I can clean it up. Either I can clean it up or it's just going to be a loss. It's no big deal.
Randy, you got any big takeaways from the conference to share with everybody? Before you got on, I already told everybody tickets for our conference are going on sale Thursday, so they're getting hyped up. Did you see I posted that clip with the clown thing this morning, bro?
Yeah. We watched that. Like Hillary and I watched it like 20 times yesterday. We're dying. Like fell off the couch laughing. I couldn't believe it.
Jay was like, "Are you cool if I post this, bro, in the video?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, I don't care."
He should have kept going because I talked about if you buy a ticket, you can punch me in the face. Like he cut it off.
It should have been like me punching you or something. It's so
funny. Maybe I'll get him to make another one. Biggest takeaway for me is I'm actually going to read, and I've heard this from multiple people, not only me. I'm going to read Tom Hougaard's book. I've read chapters of it, The Best Loser Wins, but after meeting him in person, I think his mindset, I think the way he ticks, he has a lot of attributes that I aspire to have. So it's super cool to see that. And then other than that, second thing would be just seeing everybody and just being around like-minded people and talking trading and meeting people that are, where I was a year ago, meeting people that are 5 years ahead of me, just the whole spectrum and getting advice from people and people asking me for advice. It was such a cool dynamic. And it was Tampa just shrunk down into one day where we got spoiled in Tampa was, the event you put on in Tampa was much different than this event. Like I said, if it wasn't for Tom and for the networking and actually for the free mug, there was really nothing else I took away. I don't short sell stocks. I've heard David's speech before. So I'm excited for Tampa. It's going to be sick.
Yeah. Tickets on sale Thursday, everybody. Let's see.
And everybody there is excited for Tampa. The amount of messages I got on the flight home of people asking about
asking
Tampa.
about the next event. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I got him this morning again. So many people. I think I mean, imagine if we sell out, dude. That would maybe I'll shed a tear. If we sell out like a fucking if we sell out day one, that'd be crazy. Just sell all of the 100 tickets in the first day. Clean it out.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
That'd be wild.
But you never know. Never know. We got 4 days to get people hyped for it. But like I said, I got a ton of messages on the way home of people that I had just met at the conference and people that follow me that weren't there and saw all the stuff on my IG. Were just like, when's the next event? What are you guys doing next? And I'm like, the next one's coming in May. It's going to be nothing like what we just did, what happened in LA. So
Yep. Yeah, I mean the hanging out, like got to meet Steve, got to meet Santiago, got to meet some of the people from the chat. That was good, But I think the learning aspect of it like should be like very focused. And for us, we trade futures, so it's not going to be as focused, right? Like, and Tom is very mindset. Like Tom didn't share other than his car park strategy or whatever he said the
school run
strategy. Yeah, like that wasn't even an entry model really as detailed as it could have been. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we will do a lot on VWAP. Oh, dude, I can't say what I got. I had so many good ideas last night. I was talking to Riley, just catching her up on everything, and then I started just getting really good ideas. I can't say anything on stream because I want to surprise people, but I got some shit, bro. I got some shit. Not even what I texted you guys this morning. I got even more. I'm gonna cook up and surprise everybody.
Yeah, see, that's awesome. Those
I'm
are
on a jetpack. I'm coming in on a jetpack, bro.
Yeah. Just don't do anything too crazy and you end up going through the ceiling or something and it turns into a tragic event, not a trading event.
Isn't it funny, dude? Not that this is funny. When we were at the house, we saw all those helicopters like below us, remember? And I was thinking, I'm like, there must be a lot of helicopter crashes in LA. And then yesterday on the way home on the news is a helicopter crash in Huntington Beach.
Oh no.
Oh, was this one that like hit those two palm trees?
Yeah, the palm trees caught it. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
everybody okay? Are people die?
I don't know. But all I know is I'm good on helicopter rides. That's all I know. Like, don't ask me to do a helicopter. You want to go snorkeling, scuba diving, skydiving? I'll probably do that maybe before I get in a helicopter.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's just a risky situation, dude. I have responsibilities now. I cook lunch for my wife. If I die, who's going to make her lunch?
Yeah.
DoorDash.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hold this overnight in New York for you. Just coming sideways on ES and Q's recovered. It's more dip at the open. So see if Longs can step in. Mag 7's back above its New York.
You reminded me of something. On Friday, everybody, on stream, we're doing 5 instant funded account giveaways. I'm going to post on Twitter how you enter in the giveaway, but I'm going to pick the winners on Friday. So just stay tuned for that. But there will be 5 instant funded accounts given away on Friday this week, not just 1 or 2. So big giveaway for the short week. Not really a short week because we're here still on a Monday. But see how it's acting right now. This is what I'm worried about it. Not worried what it might do today. Just not really going nowhere.
Right at this VWAP.
Yep. Look at the way
range on NQ.
You have CVD is green, Randy, but look at the way you have orders spread out on both sides of the book and there are algos on both sides of it. It's not like it's un-algo controlled. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
What did your CVD say?
3,100.
Yeah, okay, good. I couldn't see your screen was small. I'm like, mine's 3,100 and I thought yours was 300. That's a decent size CVD again for for a Monday morning on being a bank holiday.
Oh my God. For sure, bro. That's why we're here. We knew there could be some sauce.
But even if you look on Bookmap, like those orders at 66.80 and then down below at 66.60, we're kind of pinched in between those levels.
Yeah. At 7 o'clock this morning, when the market dumped, that was because Secretary Bessent said something about putting pressure on China. That's why the market moved lower, as you can see here, from like 7:02 until 7:12. But that low at 52 has still held. So I think we should mark that and be paying attention to that, especially. We have higher lows really coming in play off of that level, 52. So I think that's worth. Secretary Bessent on China trade. Trump's Friday social media post turned the tables. China made a miscalculation. He said the U.S. is pushing for world peace. China is financing war.
This is Shock and Awe 101 or whatever they call it, Shock and Bore 101.
And then now Trump's going to get a bunch of praise probably because of the hostages getting released or whatever today. So there's peace there, I guess, is what he's saying. I'm not sure. But Besant is saying the government shutdown is starting to affect the economy. I'm just glad I don't have to fly anytime soon because apparently the airport delays are supposed to get worse because more and more people are supposed to not be coming to work and stuff.
Yeah, so Sunday they actually had some sort of I don't know what it was, a malfunction at LAX, and they grounded all flights for a bit. So thank God we got out on Saturday.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Jesus.
Yeah, something happened with the software, air traffic control or something. But yeah, they grounded all flights.
It's people not coming to work, bro. People aren't coming to work because they're not getting paid. So what happens is if you work for the government and you're a non-essential employee, you have to basically work for free and then they back pay you. You follow me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're working without a paycheck until the government reopens and then they back pay you.
Yeah. That's going to be fun.
Super fun. Some people get their paychecks though. Certain people, like Chris said, the military gets paid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Brian says volume's higher today than it's been the past few days. Can we get a look at? Let's take a look at bar chart. We haven't looked at bar charts are a great resource for this, especially on a day like
get a break of open range high on both of these. So yeah, as long as we're definitely the easier play than the short, just didn't like the sidewaysness of it. So
we're in the money, brother. We're in the money.
Mm-hmm. Just look for that pullback.
You guys both in longs right now?
I'll have a 40-point stop.
I just Austin's in long.
I don't know. I don't know what Evan's doing.
You're still in your long, right?
Yeah. S&P 500,000 volume, NASDAQ 200,000, 10-year note 400,000, gold 200,000. So there's volume in the market today.
I want to see a milli.
A milli.
They're leading.
So that video. Got to get the milli. Got to get that pass. Get the bonus. We taking this VWAP? That's the question here. Are we taking previous day VWAP, right? Because now I'm in a trade in first break of opening range.
Yeah. It's tough.
Let me give you some sauce, everybody. When I'm taking these challenges, not instant fundeds, not my closest account to payout, when I'm starting a fresh challenge, I try to get a big trade on the first trade, especially on the cheaper challenges that I will literally buy a couple of them if I need to. They're $100. Like, it's not going to hurt me financially to lose it. I will try to get a big trade on the first trade as best I can. Yeah. That helps you get closer to getting the thing passed and get to the funded stage as quickly as possible. Don't stay in challenges too long, especially if you can afford to lose the challenge. Know your budget, stick to your budget. Don't trade funded accounts for too long, challenge accounts for too long.
Yeah, made me break my rules a couple weeks ago. I was like, I should get out here, but I want more because I'm in a challenge, and it didn't make anything.
One of my biggest downfalls. That's like something I'm actually doing really well working on right now. And when trading I'm trading like 30 eval sometimes at a time, like the challenge account. So it's slowing it down and definitely kind of going like what Austin was saying. I passed, I think like 22 now in the last month. So
I truly think that excuse me. I truly think you have to look at payouts month over month. Very few people have the bandwidth in their first couple of years of trading prop to be thinking about multi-payouts in a month. You know, you should be thinking about one group of accounts, one main thing, trying to get one thing there. Maybe you have a fuck it account or a play account underneath it that's kind of doing something, but you should be thinking like get paid monthly. Don't try to pay yourself weekly from a prop account. You're going to lose it. It's too aggressive. Randy, you just took a payout on the Ignite account and now look, you've been working it back up, right?
Yeah. It's 800 away from another payout, and then I got 3 more 50K accounts with top one that are literally I think 700 away from a payout. So I'm just trying to take it take it one day at a time, as they would say.
Mm-hmm.
Look at YM.
How do we feel? 6,700.
YM's doing nothing.
Amazon's up, Google's up, Microsoft up, Nvidia's up. New session high, 6,700. If we break,
some people scalp some longs there. It seems like 70 to 82, 70 to 82. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Nice little move out of it.
Yep, wheels in. Nice.
First break open range high. Let's see if I can get involved now.
Shaw had an interesting comment. He said CVD is green, but market going nowhere. Institutional sellers. Yeah, NQ's back above its previous days, New York. So YM's just kind of rejected off it and sitting below it, but above it's New York.
My kid's still sleeping. He gave up naps, so now he sleeps in like crazy.
Oh, I can't wait.
He gave up naps.
Maybe. I say that, and then today he'll want a nap, but he's still sleeping. He slept until like 11 the other day.
That's good.
No, it was great, dude. Me and Riley had breakfast. I
Yeah,
been hanging
jeez.
out,
What
dude.
time to go to bed? 9, 8?
Yeah, about 8 or 9, 8.
Damn, 11. Oh, can't
Oh,
even
dude, the other,
imagine.
she told me the other night he got 13 hours of sleep. My boy's growing, bro. It's that big brain, that silver brain. You make fun of us for being short, but we got big brains. All right, Randy? Dude, Evan, you know Randy's funny. But when I tell you Randy had me almost pee in my pants, I can't repeat what he said, dude. He had me and Lawrence almost pee in our pants at like 2 in the
Stop, don't even
morning.
bring that up.
Oh,
I,
God, bro. Oh, if you
I
come
just
to
remember
the
on,
camp, Randy will tell you the stories, and then everyone, if you want to laugh like that, you can come laugh. But I'm not going to steal the thunder and take the story. But, dude, Lawrence
that'll be a late night story sitting outside the fire table at the hotel at Tampa.
Oh, my God.
So if you see us laughing and sitting outside, come jump in the conversation. You'll get filled in.
Yep.
Oh, that was good. I couldn't stop. I was telling Christine
Oh,
and Andrew
dude.
the next day. I'm like, could you hear us last night? Because we were just howling outside on the couch.
Howling. So funny. Yeah, we missed you, Ev. Sucks you weren't there.
Yeah, it was quick. It was all right.
Yeah, it was
Didn't
quick.
make it too long.
I almost ask Randy. You know me, bro. I don't go on a trip without trying to change the trip once I'm there. I almost booked a flight the night after the dinner to go home, but I'm glad I didn't because I would have been so rushed and we wouldn't have had all those good laughs at the last night, Randy. So I know how to stop myself to an extent too before I just go fuck it.
Well,
You
I
know?
mean, what was it? The Saturday after the event.
Yeah.
Maybe the Dallas one. Tampa was fine. We went golfing and we did something else.
Yeah.
But I think it was the Dallas one where we were like, yeah, we probably could have went home yesterday. Like, because this is
Exactly.
like the last day. It was like the 6 of us.
Yep.
That was like, yeah, we could probably go home early. Like,
Yep.
I like your long, Austin. I like your long a lot. George has a question in the chat. I'm currently attempting to pass my first funded challenge using VWAP. I'm about $1,300 up, $1,300 at current, just taking my time. I'm curious, how do you structure your risk management for challenges? Evan, probably.
trying to
He's
pass
good at
your
risk
first,
management.
that's different.
What do you mean? I'm good at risk management.
I just said Evan's really good at risk
You just
management. Look
dumb
at him.
that to Evan because you and me fucking just YOLO it a little bit too much. Is that what you're saying?
No,
Go
we
ahead.
don't YOLO. It's just
Go ahead, Evan.
it's
Take it. You're more
1,500,
worthy
Yeah.
apparently to answer than me,
2
according to
days,
Randy.
you're done. And if you're trying to pass your first ever and you're up 1,300 right now, I would just say use that as a nice buffer. That risk like $400 a day, so it takes 3 losing days to give it all back. But then you can slowly chip away to $2,000, 2,500, and then you're almost at the finish line. You know, you built a little buffer. I don't know how long it's taken, but now just slow and steady with it to get to that finish line, or sling that shit. You know.
Yeah, so you see,
Sling that shit.
look at the high a day. If you're looking at pre-market high a day, it's the VWAP I got on here in purple. We took that too. So once we've held that, like it's moved above that now. Now it's like it's taking this VWAP. You see, it wants these orders at 67.10 or 67.02. Something up here is pulling it up. It wants this.
Yeah, I wanted a better pullback to New York on that opening range. It's a strong looking 50-minute. If you pull that up, I mean, you consolidate around the overnight. Now you're finally you're leaving.
That's why I said
I
I had to.
So,
I mean, you look at this trade, it's the same trade I always take when we take a pre-market trade. I find a stop, usually at like the session low or the overnight low, and then I try to get a bounce off of it. And that's what I got here.
I was tempted to get long at, what is that, 955, or at 683, but we were talking. That's why I like the hold of the the hold of the opening range high, but we were coming up to that. But if you look at like NQ was ripping for a new high, so it was like it looked like it was setting up to push higher, but I just got late. So
yeah, and NQ was a lot more bearish at the open with that sell off, but it was just leaving a wick. Buyers closed back above it, and now this next 15-minute candle starts bullish. So at least we didn't short it. But yeah, the first time probably be like over here on the retest in New York after buyers take it back. But now you got the first break open range high, so we'll still look for some pullbacks and try to go trade to pre-market high a day if we can. We'll
Can you put me back on?
There.
Look at 95. It came on real thick here and it's adding.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, so I was just gonna say I like 6,700 now. CVD's at 6,300, like it's doubled as we've been talking.
Okay.
Michael plus 300 locked out. Nice. Slow and steady. Base hits. Yeah, it's a Monday. bag of nice little wins.
It's a Monday, and this thing's gonna go back up to where it was Friday. We're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" I'm scared. The market will always inevitably go higher. You know what I'm saying? So it's a matter of how big of a how big of an event is Trump tweeting? At what point do we like substantiate that as fact versus him just talking? It feels like this is not a substantiated fact. Like it literally feels like the crypto boys I was reading was like, what the fuck just happened? Like it was just a flash crash, and like what actually changed? Nothing. No one over the weekend, no one made or lost money over tariffs over the weekend. You know what I'm saying? It literally was just Trump tweeting. There's no law that went into effect. There's no tariff that went into effect. There's no nothing. It was just Trump talking that then crashed the market, offers you a dip buy, boom, you buy it. Now we're going to be out. You want to take a gentleman's bet? By Friday, someone take a gentleman's bet. We're back up where we were on
All-time highs? Yeah, I could see
I
that.
don't know if I'll say an all-time high on Friday, but I'll say we will be at where we were Friday within a week or two. Like there's no way we're not, because it's not fact yet. It's not like he went and said the tariffs are in effect starting tomorrow. No, he was like, I'm going to do this if they don't fucking come around. Okay, bro. You know?
How long is this government shutdown expected to last? Is there talks about it being like months,
could be-
weeks?
No, it can go as long as they want.
Well, I'm
Ooh,
just saying, like, waiting for some of that news to come out now. I think we won't get.
Yeah.
You know what I
Doug's-
mean? Like,
Yeah. Doug locked up a payout. Jose's up 207.
Beautiful.
let's go,
Anthony's up
Doug.
275. Nick is long 9 minis from 78. Nice.
Yeah,
Out at
Thinking
95.
yes.
The market will generally do the most obvious thing in the least obvious way. Yes, sir. MES $600 profit in at 81, out at 93. Good job, boys. James, 206 accounts. Good job, boys. Good win. I'm going to just keep this thing here for a minute, see if we'll hold this previous day view up. I still like these orders above. I'd like to see a push into the 60, into this overnight high area. You know, I'd like to see, is it going to take this? Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, is it going to fucking take this and go? There's where that 67.10 is. There's 67.10 right there.
Yeah, I mean, you got this pullback right now is at the start of a new 15-minute candle, so it would be obviously
Right.
terrible if the next 15 minutes continue bearish and we just get right
Right.
back to that overnight.
Right.
But it's also like, is this just the start of that candle? We leave a wick and we still make our way back higher by the end of the 15?
Yep.
I mean, that's a strong close we just had that you'd want to see that follow through.
Randy, do I pull a Tom Hugard, and now that it's pulling back into a winning trade, I add in?
Let's see here. If we find support at previous days New York, there should be no reason why you wouldn't add into trade. But if we cut right through this, I'd wait.
Yeah, it's like one of those ones where it's like, why did that flip right at 10, right at a new candle, 10 a.m., and it's just going to cut through New York? I would definitely try to see it hold. But definitely not a seller.
Will said trading my practice account today exactly like I would my funded, made 582 last night. So learning and having some fun. That's awesome. Sean won another trade to 95. So it's at 78 to 9 or 79 to 95, 275 on the second. Good. Good. Very good. Lean into it. If you're seeing it well, lean into it. Take a break, right? You don't have to jump back into the next trade, but I think the book map's telling us to be bullish. We're all kind of coming to the same consensus that Trump's tweets don't have that much meaning. It's offering dips. It's not really going to tank the market. And then look at stocks. Stocks are green. Remember at the beginning of the year when the market sold off? Let's take a walk back memory lane. When Trump sent the market lower to start the year here, remember February, March, and then it bottomed in April, I think, and then we bounced really, really unbelievably. That was in the spirit of tariffs actually taking effect. There were deadlines, there were dates, there were things happening on certain days. And when it didn't get signed, tariffs came into effect, and then money had to start flowing in. Am I making sense, everybody? So this sell-off is way different than Friday. Friday was just Trump taking a shit, literally taking a shit, just wanting to start some fucking beef, literally. And then he walked it back by Sunday because everybody freaked out. I don't know how you can see it any other way. There was no deadline. There's no nothing. There's no substance to his tweet. And I think that's why you see the bid back higher today.
But that's their tactic that they're using that no one expected them to use, and it worked. It's that whole, I'm going to scare the shit out of you. And then Besant probably picked up the phone and called China and said, hey, what do you guys want to do? Or China picked up the phone and called the US and said, hey, we should talk or something. You know what I mean?
100%, bro.
I'm putting a long on here a minute ago.
Okay.
I got long at 91.50.
Flip. And if it pulls back to New York, I got to stop loss below, a little bit wide. But if I'm buying it this high up, definitely could pull back.
Let me show for our people watching on social media today. If you take a look, our ASFX TV chat is lighting it up. So if you go to the link in my bio, you can sign up and get your first month free of ASFX TV. Darren's up 786. Copy trading 2 accounts.
Nice.
Lovely. Sean's up 275 on his second account. We said that. Will's up 582. Nick, yep, he was out at 95, so he fucking crushed it. MES 600 for Will, 200 times 6 for James, 207 for Josue. Doug secures a payout. Anthony up 375. So you can see the whole chat's winning. Click the link in my bio, Evan's bio, Randy's bio. Take the free month, everybody. Come watch the courses. Come join the streams. We do this every single day. Today's a little bit of a teaser. You know, today we're going to end streams shorter than we usually do because of the bank holiday. Market's closing a little bit too. Gauge up 220 on 2 accounts. Beautiful. Urcon plus 250. Love it. Yeah, so you want to hear something funny? So I met Steve, right? So Savage Steve. Remember him, Evan? Savage Steve was in the Blackshirt Club when Tom was a student. So that's how long ago it was. I didn't realize how long ago it was. But he's really good friends with the guy that was at the seminar last year. You remember the one guy that had the boot on? Morgan? He's in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Morgan and Steven are like homies. So they're
Yeah,
going to come to the event. He was telling me, yeah, and they're going to, yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah, I talk to Morgan from time to time. He's going to come for sure to Tampa.
Yeah, he's in St. Pete, so I think it's easy for him. It's a no-brainer.
Oh, yeah. If you live in St. Pete and you're not at the event, that's retarded.
Yeah.
Who's this Nicholas Jocelyn guy in the group? 17 points on 9 minis.
I know. Who is that? I don't know.
Get the fuck out of here.
I thought that guy's name was Jungle Man. What's Nicholas Jocelyn?
He's on my calendar today. Should I cancel?
Oh, you have a call with him, dude? That's good. That's sick.
Yeah, I'm nervous to meet him.
Are we sure it's even a him? Do we know for sure? Have we confirmed?
Oh, don't go there, Randy.
No, I haven't talked to Nick in a good minute, so I got to bust his balls a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's done moving around a little bit. He's staying there for like a month. He found his jungle and he's going to stay in it.
The cloud forest.
Are you happy to be back in Mexico, Randy?
Oh, dude, the first night we slept everybody in the house, and then Hillary had a friend staying here with her. Big mistake. She invited a friend to come stay while I was gone, and she came with her 2-year-old baby, but that baby just cried nonstop all day, every day. And so Hillary was just like, I can't wait for you to come home and for them to leave. Like it was tough actually on her, a lot tougher than she thought it was going to be. But this is, I guess, how you figure things out, right? When you spend time with people in a small space.
Yeah.
But no, dude, we've been sleeping like all night, every night for the last 2 nights. They're gone now, so we have the whole house back to ourselves. Everything's kind of just like, I got my office set up again. Like I don't got to worry about moving my computer to go stream.
Dude, Randy took over the whole fucking office in the fucking. He brings his 3 screens. The rest of us have to sit on the couch and trade. He has 3 screens in the other room, and he's trading by himself. I woke up the first day and he's already up $1,000.
I told Luna went to go check it out. I'm like, be careful, you won't be able to handle that thing.
It's true. It's true. Oh man, the thing in Tampa is just going to be crazy. With James there, James's baby, you're there, your baby, my baby's coming. Dude, it's going to be crazy. So many families, so many people that haven't seen each other in so long. Riley and James have never met. I've met James twice,
crazy,
3 times. Yeah,
I've never met him. Isn't that wild?
Yeah. So you and Thomas are the only 2 that really have met him. That'll be there.
Yeah.
Thomas met him in London.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's also going to be like May. You got the summer coming back again.
It's going to be so nice, dude.
Finished. It's like summer's coming. Yeah.
Phillips up 200 on 4. Nice. Good. Take the longs, everybody. Happy longs. We're not going to get off stream yet. We'll give it a little longer because Randy and Evan are in this now. I'm still in this on the challenge account. So.
Well, I'd probably give this till at least the initial balance sets. The CVD is almost plus 10K. Like it's.
I'm just taking like a 5-day at 7:06.
No, so actually, while we're talking about this, I wanted to show the chat something. So a couple people asked me about like getting to the event since we're tickets are going to go on sale this week. So we should discuss this week. I have the website that I'm building that'll answer a lot of questions for you guys. But if you look at these flights, everybody, if you can just get to Heathrow, or if you're even in Asia, if you can get to Dubai and then Heathrow, you can get to Tampa direct for less than $1,000 for the event. Look, you would fly in Wednesday and leave nonstop on Virgin, Heathrow to Tampa, $700 a ticket. Not bad. If you're trying to do it on the cheap, I'm not sitting in this seat personally, but if you want to sit in this seat, you got to get there. You got to do what you got to do. When I was younger, I would sit in the seat, but now I got a bad back. I'm old, got long legs. What do you want me to do? So So can you really beat that, everybody? $600 there, right? So not bad. And then I'll show you guys later this week on stream here. When I have the website fully finished, but there'll be you can pay in full, or if you have good credit, you'll have interest-free financing as an option too. We partnered with Klarna, got that set up so you can do 4 interest-free payments, makes it like $200 a payment for 4 months, and then you're locked in. So it's super easy. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible. And then if you need hotel rooms and you want to stay at the venue, which is what I recommend, I got hotel rooms for $250 a night, $260 a night. So all you got to do is buy the ticket and then email me, and then I'll give you the information for that. But I'm not publicizing the location of the hotel until you buy the ticket, just for security reasons. We will have security at the event and everything like that, but I still just don't like doing that.
And I can even add to that. If you think, like everybody in the chat, we all have 1 or 2 subscriptions that we pay monthly to that we probably don't need. And if you think about it, up until May, if you got rid of that subscription, that would cover the cost of your ticket.
100%.
There's probably something you're paying for that it's like, I still pay, $50 a month for this deal. I don't even use it. You add that up over the time it takes up until May, and then there's your ticket, or majority of your ticket paid for. So
yeah,
if you really want to come, you find the will, there's a way.
Morgan said new peeps don't miss it. Yep. Morgan was there last year. Tony, 480 on the long, done for the day. Got to run. See you, Tony. Good job.
Very nice, Tony.
Yeah, sellers aren't really stepping in, so I'm not worried about this yet. Yeah. But Randy, you bring up a good point about like the thinking about how you can set this up, like why we're launching it so early, everybody, is because I wanted to make the early bird tickets as cheap as possible. They'll go up in the new year. So what I'm going to say is if you buy in 2025, you'll save money for the event in 2026. If you wait until 2026, the price will go up as we get closer because I'll have less and less seats. So, I mean, everybody's buying these prop firm accounts, right? Like, this is so reasonable. But again, yeah, you need the flight, you need the hotel. Remember, I'm covering your lunch both days, right? So if you just want to eat 1 meal a day, then you don't necessarily need to eat food. You can just eat air, do it on the cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and for my fellow Americans, it should be a lot cheaper. You don't maybe necessarily need a flight. Maybe make a 3-hour drive, 2-hour drive.
Exactly.
Sleep in your car.
Exactly. All the guys from your side of Florida are driving over. You should work with Zach and Lawrence and all them. They're all driving, I think.
Are they?
Yeah.
Pussies.
When did I take the trade, Ravi? I got into this thing at 8:30, a little bit after 8:30 on the bounce off the overnight VWAP. That was when I got long.
So I got to stop loss below New York in case it wants to give that full retest, which is what I would prefer. But in case it just strips, I'm involved.
So Austin, when you see those orders on Bookmap, like on the levels, like is that like, I'm trying to still wrap my head around this cascading stop loss run.
Okay.
When Bruce was explaining it to you, is that what he's kind of saying? Like it's taking out all these stops as it comes down, and then once
I don't think so, because I don't have the stop loss thing on here. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that set up yet, so I'm not seeing the cascading orders that he was seeing, and it was shown through that stop loss indicator, which we can set that up. I'll get it set up this week if we want to look at it. You know. Oh, the kid's up. I can hear him.
And then back to even talking about Tampa, like my first trip to LA was my first in-person event, and that changed my trajectory in trading. And I could only imagine if Tampa was my first time going to an event, like being at a futures focused event around, all futures traders, and, meeting the people I did, could just imagine like how cool that would be for a first time to go to an in-person event, to be like surrounded by that many futures traders and then in a room with other futures traders versus just going to a trading conference or trading seminar.
The video that I just sent everybody was the testimonials from last year. And then this is the video of Randy and Thomas speaking at the event last year. So you can check that. This one's 20 minutes, gave both of them some time to share the lessons that they learned over the year. This year, I think what I'm going to do with the setup is I'm going to make it so that the projector is to one side, I think. And then I'm going to have a bigger banner across the back here and a bigger stage in front of it, and then more seats here for the panels, because we're gonna have 4 or 5 people on a panel. So the projector will be over here more, I think. And then like the live traders are just gonna have to sit in the front underneath it or something. You know what I'm saying? That's my plan. Bigger stage, bigger backdrop. Hey, look, there's Angel.
I didn't go in the pool last year.
Yeah, we know you don't like water, bro.
Yeah.
Boats, pool, skydiving.
I didn't bring shorts because I didn't think anybody was going to go in the pool because we're there for work, and let alone the first day right after the event. I'm like, where is everybody? They're in the pool.
They're in the pool.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you know what I'm bringing this year? I'm bringing shorts. I might bring a few pairs.
Good. You should. In
What
case you
they
rip
say,
one.
different colors.
Yep. You know, we didn't go last year. Not a lot of us made time for that cigar bar I wanted to take everybody to. So maybe we should go there this year too.
Well, I think it was that or the casino, right? It was one or the
Yeah,
other.
yeah, and everybody just wanted to go to the casino. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll
tough
just go to the
to-
casino. It was
tough to
fun.
beat.
Can we get like a private room in the casino?
High stakes.
High stakes only.
Yeah.
I honestly, I think the funniest part of that whole casino thing for me was watching Zach get so into fucking baccarat that he like was off playing by himself for like at least 2 hours, not talking to anybody, just sitting there. And the dude at the table with him was this jacked black dude with like just a vest on, no shirt, just a fucking North Face vest, and he was killing it. So Zach was like trying to learn from him. He had big ass diamond earrings in and shit too. That was so funny to me. I'm like, you put the traders in the casino, you'll see who's really a trader and who's not. Zach's really a trader. That guy's like, give me anything where I can find a 51% edge and I'm playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was trailing.
And then you got
stops on
KV just standing in the corner holding his
KV.
bag, looking like a little Russian gangster.
I
Just
pulled up
smiling in the
picture.
corner.
We got to make that picture of KV from last year, the picture of our group chat for this year, dude. Because look at this photos. I was looking at the pictures just to like go through content and get everything ready. This
Oh,
picture.
man.
Do you have
look,
it?
here-
I sent it somewhere.
Here's Randy in front of this Russian oligarch's boat. We were all at this dock. Remember that, Randy?
Yeah. The boat was called Assault Weapon, but spelled
Oh, yeah, assault
A-SALT.
Look,
Yeah.
here he is.
Yeah. KV just standing there.
I love that picture of him, dude. It's so funny.
Who
With
was,
the one of him
who
at the
was saying
table. Him at the
that
in the casino.
Yeah. I gotta find
that
that one.
boat was owned by the
War Dogs.
I don't know what that guy was
Yeah,
from
yeah,
War Dogs.
War Dogs.
But
Yeah.
yeah, the I don't know what his ethnic background was.
Randy, do you remember this guy?
I can't see it.
The old dude with the American flag bucket hat that was kissing all the ladies. He was just going around making out with
No,
chicks.
no, I
Remember that?
don't. No.
Oh,
Nope.
dude. It was crazy. Oh, it was such a good time. Where do we do this in Tampa? It's right near the airport. Like literally the hotel is less than 10 minutes from the airport.
Yeah, that was, I gotta say, the other thing, how close, because Dallas was 30 minutes. LA, oh my God. Everything feels like hours away
Where we
from
went out
everywhere.
in Dallas was super far, which we didn't have to go out to Fort Worth, but
But that was worth it. That was a fun time. I was telling Christine's husband about that. I'm like, if you got to go to a place like that, if you're into, you don't have to even be into country. That was just to go to a bar that had a bull riding ring inside the bar is all I
that
got to
was
say.
the worst drive of my life.
They call that a honky tonk, Randy.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear from Scott?
Yeah, he's messaged. He DM'd me this morning. He just had something come up, so he couldn't make it. I never heard
Yeah,
from Joel though.
I spoke to Joel. He was he's doing 75 day hard, and he's not he's taking a break from a bunch of stuff, so he didn't want to be around anybody, to be honest. He's
Well,
like, I just
tell
wanna
him
be
I will
myself.
credit his dinner ticket towards his ticket for the next event because he paid for the dinner and he didn't show up. I don't need
Nice.
his
I
money.
will let him know that. That's
Tell
awesome.
him if he can come to Tampa, we'll credit that. Got a lot of banks earnings this week. Wells Fargo, Citi, Goldman, BlackRock, JP Morgan, Ally Bank, Interactive Brokers reports earnings. Bank, M&T Bank, a lot of banks, Citizens Bank, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America. It's banks earnings weeks. Truist Bank, Regions Bank, Fifth Third Bank, American Express, State Street. It's all banks. And then Taiwan Semiconductor on Thursday. Domino's earnings. You know, Domino's is one of the best stocks in stock market history. Yeah, Ben, I'm going to try to, I know Ben's in the UK. I got a couple other guys in the UK. I'm going to link you guys all together once you guys buy the tickets, like with the UK boys that buy the tickets, I'll start a group chat and get all the UK boys linked up. That way, if you guys are traveling around the same time or whatever, you can travel together. Makes it easier than going alone. And that way also, if there's people who want to share a room, you can get a room with 2 beds and split it. Then it's like, instead of $250 a night, it's like, whatever, $125. You're splitting it. Not on that wave anymore either. Used to do that. Can't do that anymore. Ever since I shared a room with my brother at the tennis thing earlier this year, I'm not sharing a room with anybody. Motherfuckers don't even give you a warning that they snore like a fucking bear.
You should know that about your brother, man. He's your brother. It's not some random. Like that's like should be firsthand knowledge. You should be warning people. Don't be sharing a room with my brother, man. He snores like a bear.
Luigi, we're not doing another one in Dallas. We're just going to do this big one in Tampa. We're not going to do multiple events. We're just going to do usually one big one a year that I'm hosting. I might speak at other events, but nothing on the slate for Dallas. It's Tampa, and that's it. Dallas was my suggestion, but then when we talked about how good last year went, we were like, why would we do anything different? It got such good feedback. Everybody was so happy. It's like, why would we do anything different? Just didn't make any sense. Because then if something went wrong, I'd be like, why did we switch? Like everything was fine. All right, let's see if we get a hold of VWAP here. Get a little bit of the pullback that we expected. First break of opening range doesn't usually break and run. We talk about that all the time, right, everybody? First break of opening range today is right here. This whole move out here. It's all of our first break. So we're kind of coming back into the range now a little bit.
Yeah, we just rangy today. Hopefully
Still,
not.
yeah, but those orders are still up there above. Yeah, I got my stop loss brought up now to 60 on this trade. There's a little bit of orders down at 62. I'm not sweating this at all because this is a challenge account. Still haven't done anything on the funded accounts. Maybe I'll take a funded account trade later, but maybe just wait till tomorrow.
What time does shit close? Normal?
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't think there's gonna be a later.
Yeah, does it close? What? Let's see.
Is
What
it 1 or
time.
2 or is it full 4 o'clock? I didn't get an email from any of the prop firms saying like it
Oh,
closed
did I?
early.
Actually didn't even check my have a quick gander at that.
Normally they'll email you.
Yeah, maybe the market doesn't close. Let's ask chat. Maybe futures markets aren't closing early.
Yeah, I got nothing on
I
my
didn't think so.
on my emails either.
Yeah, this is fried. We're very rangy.
Yeah, back down.
15 minutes right back at that overnight. That should not want to happen if we're going to be strong bullish today.
Yeah, just right off that previous day VWAP. I knew holding this trade could be a little risky because it was first break of opening range. They don't run all day usually, but bringing the stop up in case it wants to slide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm out on that.
Okay.
I'm not going to jump in on a short, but I'm not going to re-long it just yet.
Yeah. Randy, what are you doing?
I'm out on my trade.
Okay, good.
I got taken out.
Okay. Well, chat looks like they caught some of that initial long, which was green. I think if you joined the party late, it looks like that's where you're taking the loss, right? Getting in here above previous day VWAP, which is high, Ev. For you, it's a little high.
Yeah. That's why it's in
Yeah.
a challenge account, bitch.
Yeah.
Because it is. I mean, like, this is the pullback I would want. if I
Right.
was
Now you
flat.
want to be long. So I
If they
think
can
now
get
you
back
gotta,
up, I should say.
right.
But it also is like, well, is it really a bank holiday? Like, look at this 15. Where's the follow through for buyers? But just because it came back down doesn't mean it's going to go lower or it can't come back up. And you look at NQ, that's like it's like a
MQ
little
sitting on
rainbow.
all its views. So
I'll bring
Yeah,
it back.
6 minutes left on this candle. See where it can close. See if buyers step in a little bit. But YM still trying to inch its way higher, or it was pretty much just rangy. Max 7 still bullish at its New York. Apple's down. Nvidia's cutting through its New York. Honestly, it's pretty sideways. Look at all of them. They're moving higher, but sideways. So it's definitely going to be a 2 trade and done day. If we can make this next one a winner, great. Not going to overtrade it today on a Monday. Bank holiday news day. No news day. So wait for it to at least get back above New York or maybe take out a high of debut up. And I'll try the same direction twice on that same account. But yeah, if this looks back, price that pays is the New York. Catch that pop. You're long it again. Hopefully catch the next pop. Just a matter of if we have that pop. Ever thought about doing an event in Dallas? I mean, we did their one in January, Luigi. So I don't think we're thinking about it soon. The next one's going to be in Tampa, and then the next one would be like a year from now. So
Let me throw, I forgot to say something to you, Randy. After hearing Tom talk, this will surprise you maybe.
oh,
After hearing Tom talk and go over his $7 million trade and his $1 million morning on Friday because he was short, right? I'm sitting there thinking, and I'm like, each year I make more money than the last year from my trading. I'm getting better. Why is this guy helping traders? Because like when I'm listening to him talk about how difficult it is, no one's going to do what he's doing. Very, very few people. Like some of us are crazy enough to try, but like very few people I think will be that successful. So for a few moments of the seminar, I was actually feeling demotivated. I don't know what other word I would use other than that, but like from a coaching perspective, maybe just the way he made trading seem like you have to be such an anomaly and you have to program your brain so backwards. And I knew that, like I know that already, but I just think the way he talked about it made it like maybe I live under the illusion that I can actually help people do it. You know what I'm saying? And then like he kind of pierced through that illusion a little bit and was like, it's very difficult. You're not, and maybe we're just seeing crazy success in the Black Shirt Club compared to what we did. And then that's my frame of reference too, where people are doing really well. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it made me feel. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, killed your hope.
Yeah, I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. But you've been doing it for so long though, right? I think if you're new to trading and you're questioning things, definitely it would be inspiring in a
It wasn't
way,
making
right?
me feel like I want to quit trading. It was making me feel like coaching traders is a lost effort. Very few people will do it, but I'm not stopping what I'm doing. Look at you, look at Evan. Like some people still will, but look at how many people we've gone through in the mentorship that are not as successful as you guys or James or Zach or any, like some of them were really successful, like Nick, some of the Connor was at the event, took 2 payouts in the last 2 weeks. Like some people get it and you can kind of see it. And then some people just don't. So it just made me a little, you know?
That's anywhere.
No, I could see that.
Because like I said, if I'm doing well trading, why am I doing that? Let me just keep getting bigger as a trader. Keep doing, like, let me get to Tom's level. Just write a book, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's not always up to the coach either.
No.
You only put in so much.
No. And like still, like Angel just said, like you still learn things from people, right? So like I can still share information that will help people learn. That doesn't necessarily guarantee or deny their profitability. You know what I'm saying? You can still share valuable information and that doesn't guarantee someone's success. So what are you going to do with that? But you know what? Tom was saying, bro, like the exceptional individual that thought he could be successful in trading is the exceptional individual that you have to continue to be every day. And I think that that's very true. And you can start making some money and getting complacent. You start doing really well. You start chilling a little bit, and then you start to lose the fire. How do you say that in what's the Hindu saying for that, Randy?
I don't know. No idea. Give me a couple weeks. I'll tell you the Mexican saying for that. I don't know the Hindu one, bro.
Fuego, fuego, brother, fuego.
Yeah, fuego.
We're the NFL. You know, we draft them. Not everyone turns out to be the star they thought.
It's true. Yep. You're
You
right.
can coach them all you want. They were a stud in college.
Get a little
And
Jackson
then they
Dart.
turned out to be like Jalen Hurts. You're like, oh, that was a waste. Fuck,
Oh
he's
my
trash.
God. I thought you were going to say Jameis Winston. They could be Jameis Winston or they could be Brett Favre.
Can't even beat the Giants. Like, what good is he losing back-to-back weeks? Let's cut him. And so it is what it is.
Yeah.
What a week.
Still 66-60 holding, Randy.
Yeah, nice little audience here Monday morning. Streaming everywhere. We'll be back again the rest of the week. James will be on tomorrow. I'll be back on tomorrow.
Yep.
See Randy again on Wednesday. Giveaway on
Yes,
Friday. I mean, just never stops. Just keep on going. Next break isn't until Thanksgiving, right? I think we're all locked in until then.
Yep. Kiko, why does Tom do it for free? I think that he feels like he is he said, like, all the money that he makes from the book, he said he donates to charitable causes. I believe him. He's making enough money trading. He also mentioned he has an ex-wife, which we all know that costs money. So I'm sure he's doing financially fine to the point where he's not sweating his everyday needs. So he probably feels fulfillment in speaking and trying to make an impact. You know, what I'm saying is, like, not that that's a bad thing, but what I'm just saying is, like, the audience, his perception of the audience of how hard it is to become a trader, it does beg the question, why are you even talking about it then? If it's that fucking difficult, you know what I'm saying? That's my point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done all this work. Choose a easier route.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got Bears Commanders tonight. That could be all right. Bills Falcons is a shit one.
Yeah. It could be.
Knew the Chiefs would be back, unfortunately. Vikings Eagles. Did they drop 3 straight?
Oh,
Interesting.
I was gonna say, Kiko. I was like, it's one thing to want social interaction with other traders and like want to talk to other people and get feedback and not trade alone. It's another thing to like feel entitled or smart enough to like say, I know what you should do. You know what I'm saying? You should follow me. And I feel like that's the part of it that I never really fully leaned into. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to come off like a guru or an expert like that. I just share what works for me and what doesn't work for me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get the same level of fulfillment that I think Tom does when speaking about trading, you know?
Yeah, Tom was way more humble than I thought, or at least he was being portrayed originally. I
Yeah.
thought
The
he was kind
accent
of, kind of a
makes them
dick.
all sound nice. The accent makes them all sound humble, you know?
The accent makes him sound smarter, yeah. The
Yeah.
Chots, he's got a nice accent. Like the Chots, they just talk to me. And I love it when the Chots are speaking.
Well, according to the group chat, you weren't allowed to ask him questions, and then he ended the conference with saying, "I will stay here as long as I need to answer every single person's question or take a picture." Where in the group chat, you weren't allowed to take pictures with them or ask them questions.
Yeah, there were a few, I'll tell you later, there were a few miscommunications from David to his production lead, which was no one. So there was just a few miscommunications. Like he had me do the intros and then he wasn't ready to walk out yet. So then it was just awkward. And then there was no laptop and the screens weren't down. No one knew the screens needed to be down. Only he did. He just thought it would be down, I guess. I don't know. So it was pretty, I've done a lot of events, bro. It was one of the more tough. I think I made it pretty good. Like I got it on video, but it definitely wasn't like fireworks at the intro. You know what I'm saying?
I needed a production manager.
Yeah.
Should have been there.
All right. So we closed 15-minute there under New York VWAP, under overnight VWAP again. So still with those 66.60, Randy, fat on these orders. And now Delta, you asked me earlier, what's Delta? It was 3,500. Well, now it's double, bro. It's 7,000 and it's back at this price. So what does that tell you?
That's what Shaw was saying about the institutional sellers, and you could see this. Like, but it makes me wonder. We were at 9,500, I think, peak, and it only pulled down a third on this sell-off, and now we're sitting again at that, basically that last pin at, what is that? 11:26. I don't know what time that would be for you guys, but it is at 6665. So it just goes to show, like, this. I don't know what it is about, for me, the psychology of the 4 6s or 666 number.
That's going to be your next Mexican tattoo. You go to the Mexican
Yeah.
tattoo parlor and get the 6s tatted on you.
I'll get 4 6s. If I get 3 6s, I'll get labeled as.
What show was that from? 666 or
burned at
something?
the
Wasn't that
stake.
Yellowstone?
Yeah, the 4 6s, the 4 6
4
ranks
6s.
or whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, we talked about that. Stock market does not close early today, regular hours for the stock market. So it's just a bank holiday, and then you end up having the market open regular hours. That's what's going on. Pax tweeted something over the weekend I could show you that I found interesting. He said he thinks that I'd have to find it. He basically was saying he thinks that we rally like this until the end of the year and then it breaks in 2026, but he didn't explain why. But like, it's interesting to think that like the market will dump on Trump words and then just bid back higher. And that's what he's kind of saying will continue to happen. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to fucking happen. Trade the VWAP. Like I even feel, as I'm talking about it, I'm like, why am I wasting my fucking words?
Why am I talking about this?
Yeah.
I gotta start thinking about it, and it's gonna affect my trade.
Hector, good meeting you, buddy. So many people from LA, so many nice people came and said hi. Dude, so many people came up to me and said they loved the podcast. They found me on the podcast. And it was so nice, dude. I'm looking up at all these people shaking their hands because everybody's fucking taller than me. Thank you. Thank you. It's so funny.
Yeah. You didn't find one guy your height?
No, the photographer guy was my height.
Nice.
He was a little taller than you. He had maybe half an inch.
Abby
on
told
you.
me
Come
he
on
wears
now.
inserts in his shoes. Abby's like, I know. He wears inserts in his shoes.
He goes from 5'3" to 5'4".
No, Santiago was short with me. There were some short people, bro. We hold it down.
Yeah.
That Santiago is dope. You're gonna like him when you meet him, man. He's good shit.
You'll see. He's a young guy. He's got that young fire.
Yeah, like he's hungry.
Yeah, he's been here a while. Love it. All right, trying to hold New York here again. Overnight VWAP again. Are we just gonna be rangy? It doesn't seem like it.
It's picking up some momentum. Delta's 9,000 now. We just went from 7,000 to 9,000. So notice, like Randy, look at my screen. Delta here at the 66.60 was 3,000. Then Delta here is double, and we're almost into that price. And you can see it's still there as support on the book map, everybody. So it's interesting. You can see, like, look at all morning how that has held. Price has not been able to go down and get that. Feels like even more it wants to go up and get this. Santiago said, I'm Colombian tall. Yep, exactly.
That's where we should do an event in Cartagena or Medellin, like a
No,
Colombian
I
retreat.
don't speak Spanish well enough, Randy. Don't do me like that, dog. Don't do me
It'll
like
be
that.
it'll be a 24-hour trade-a-thon. Nobody can sleep. Just go hard.
Doing blow and doing trades. Is that what you're saying?
No, not at all. I didn't say
No,
anything.
not at all. We're gonna go to
No,
Colombia.
not at all.
Colombia, 24 hours, but no blow. What are you talking about?
I've never been to Colombia. I heard it's a beautiful place.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Beautiful, beautiful what? Scenery, beautiful women, both, beautiful food, all of it. I'll take it all. I think of Colombia with Santiago. We were talking. I was like, I think of BBWs, bro. You know, get yourself a nice BBL.
Well, we were laughing, like driving into where we're staying in Mexico. There's like a little clothing store at the front, and it's got like the mannequins. When you come to, you know, anywhere like Mexico or South America, the mannequins just have the biggest racks and the biggest asses. Where you go back home, it's like the skinny mannequin. It's just hilarious.
That's
Like,
so funny. That's amazing. Yeah, so everybody, we're going to wrap up stream in a few minutes here. Great wins on the longs for our ASFX TV chat. If you're watching on X, on YouTube, go to the link in my bio, go to Evan's link in bio, tune in for the rest of the month. You'll get a free first month of ASFX TV. You get access to our Discord, the courses, and our daily live streams. And all week this week, leading up to Thursday, I'm going to be teasing information for the upcoming boot camp. Early bird tickets go on sale Thursday, and then Friday, we're doing a huge instant funded account giveaway on stream. So it's going to be a busy week. Tomorrow, we'll do either the schedule, I'll show you the schedule for the event, or I'll show you the guest speakers, and we'll start to talk about that. But you're going to hear a lot more about the event over the next coming weeks and days. But if you're here, you're getting first dibs. I would love it if we sell out. I have it set so that we can only sell 100 because the room can't take any more than that. So maybe we will, just to all of our ASFX TV people and our social people. And then boom, it's sold out. Don't have to send a single email, no nothing. That'd be sick. Even if we do half the room by the end of the year, that would be matching the amount of people we had last year. That'd be crazy. Yeah. But I think it's going to happen with just so many guest speakers that have so much reach. Like the combined reach of all the speakers is millions of people. It really is. Look at KV. He has 9,000 people in his school program alone. You know what I'm saying?
Also the people that they don't know are coming.
Right. Yeah. They don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know.
You
don't even know.
I mean, last year we did it in January. We did another one. So like we have 3 months to sell more tickets. But like this one, we have so much time to sell just once.
Hector, it's going to be in Tampa, May 14th and 15th. So we will be announcing more and more information as the week goes on. Here's your first little graphic. May 14th and 15th, 2 days in Tampa. So what you would do, everybody, is you'd fly in on Wednesday. You'd hang out Wednesday night, and then Thursday we start. If you can drive in, you drive in Thursday morning. There's valet and self-park and all that. You can be there, but you got to be there by like 8:30 because we start at 9 o'clock. We don't start at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Start at a normal time. So you can have breakfast, you can have a coffee, get shower, shave, get yourself together, smell good, look good. I put the dress code on the website. I put everything on there. So I got all the questions already ironed out for you guys. We'll go over all that probably tomorrow. But I think we pack it in here, boys. Good wins on the longs. Evan, I think you were just a little early, buddy. You probably should be in a little lower here on the way back up.
It's all good. It's not a challenge.
Yeah, it's okay. So
what do you do?
Everybody, tomorrow, regular stream as usual.
Yeah.
That's the game plan. Rest of the week, regular. Except for one thing I forgot to mention. Zarb's taken off this week. So Zarb's off this week, but we're actually going to be bringing him back in the afternoons, everybody. There's going to be probably a 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock stream coming back. We used to do the kill zone with Zach. We're going to get back to that, I think. I got to talk to Evan and Randy and everybody, but Zach will not be doing 11 a.m. anymore. That's done. So we gave him a week off this week. He's been going hard. He's finishing up his course for us. We're still going to be posting his course here, still doing all that, but we're moving his stream time. So we'll figure that out. I'm going to keep you guys posted. I got to cook on that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great Monday. Enjoy the rest of your bank holiday, and we will see you guys tomorrow morning.